What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today, World Cup qualifiers, the Octagonal is here. And I'm nervous, I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. The lineup has just been put out, so we can kind of do a nice little deep dive into that. And hopefully you guys are just as excited as I am, because it's already been a decently long road. And I'm assuming a little bit more is to come. So if you guys are excited to watch Canada play in the Octagonal, which I know you guys are, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and wow, we'll go through a few of the comments first to see how you guys are doing today, how the nerves are looking. If any of you guys are actually going to the game, let me know. And then yeah, we'll bring up the starting 11, because it's an interesting starting 11. I have two different theories. I'm pretty sure I know how it's going to play, but there could be a different theory to it as well. So let's say hello to our fellow Canadians, as Kelly's in here and says, let's go. We got, come on Canada, I'm watching it instead of the Canadian federal election debate, so we better win. I am too. Kelly also says, sup J&T, thanks for being great and covering the stuff that matters. I appreciate that, Kelly, I appreciate that. Soon you'll be the best soccer game in on YouTube. Not kidding 1 second. I appreciate that. Very, very kind words from Kelly, my man. Very, very kind words. I predicted Honduras to finish second in the Octagonal and Canada fourth, but after the Gold Cup, I don't know anymore. Canada really impressed. They did, and there's two key players from that, actually three key players from that Gold Cup that are in tonight's starting 11. We'll get into it very quickly, but just highlighting those three players. Tajon Buchanan is starting, and I think every Canadian out there is probably pretty excited for that, as well as Eustachio, which isn't a surprise at this point, but also Kamal Miller, which we'll get into a little bit. Him starting over Kennedy was a little bit interesting for me. I mean, it looks like KJ knows what he's talking about. As you guys saw his predicted starting 11, he chose Miller over Kennedy. I would have went Kennedy, but I can see why after the really, really stellar performances he put in at the Gold Cup. But let me know what you guys would have done, Kennedy or Miller, because there was a good little debate there. In Brampton, Canada, nicely done. Drop some Canadian flags too, guys, if that's where you are indeed watching from. Let's go root Canadians from USA, but just not on Sunday. That's fair, man. That's fair. So hyped for Canada to win this. It's going to be a really good task. I mean, we've watched this Canadian men's national team, after not watching them for well over a year, come back and rock through that first opening round pretty easily, and then even going up against Suriname, where there's a little bit of anxiety and just passing through flying colors, and then going on to Haiti, getting our revenge not once, but twice, and then also another time in the Gold Cup. Going into a Gold Cup as well, taking on the likes of Costa Rica, getting a big victory, and then going toe-to-toe with our Canadian B squad against the Mexican, maybe B plus, A minus squad, however you want to look at it. It was been really impressive, but now this is where it really matters. This is where we're going to figure out what kind of team we have available to us now and how far we can go in the Octagonal. And honestly, Honduras is the perfect start. Because Honduras, in my opinion, is one of those wild cards in this Octagonal where a lot of people predict them even third, fourth. Some people are predicting them closer to even fifth, sixth. I think that they're going to compete. And considering this is we're back in BMO, I think it's going to be a really, really cool opportunity to take on a really tough opposition in Honduras and seeing how we can do, man. We got BBB Honduras tweeting at us. They've been going at us for the last little bit, and I'm excited for it. Good luck to the Hondurans as well. Good luck, but we know us and BBB Honduras. They know that there's no love lost here, but it is gonna be cool. Always miss the first 30 seconds because I watch ads from your channel. That's okay. I try to dial it back just a touch. But Canada beating the US in the World Cup next year if they meet would be gold. Yes, it would be. Yes, this is the home game for Canada. We're watching some friends from Edmonton. I would say Kennedy, but I don't see an incorrect option. Very interesting. And that was the big debate. So we're going to get Producer T to bring up the starting 11 for you guys. Now, it's not in its proper positions. I'm going to go through one or two different scenarios I see this team lining up. But all in all, I'm pretty confident we're going to go with this. And Producer T whipped up a nice little graphic. So drop a W for Producer T because I think that just looks flawless. But my assumption is that this can be played in two different ways. So I'm assuming it's going to play in the 3-4-3, a little bit different from Herdman's 3-5-2, just because Tajon Buchanan is undroppable at this point. But I see Borjan in net, Richie Larea at right wing back, Alistair Johnson playing as his Azpilicueta role in his inside right center back. We got Steven Vittoria in the middle, which is no surprise. And then it would have been Kennedy or Miller for the outside left center back, and they've gone with Miller, which like our friend said, not really a wrong option considering how well Miller played in the Gold Cup. At left wing back, we do have Alphonso Davies, which again is no surprise. A two-man midfield today, which tells me I'm assuming and hopefully we'll have a little bit more of the ball. And it is Eustachio and it's Hutch. Two beautiful guys. Come on. What a midfield right there. And then a front three, which is also just as breathtaking with Buchanan, I'm assuming going to play on the right, Larin playing on the left, and David through the middle. As we know, Kyle Larin can play on the wings as he's done for Besiktas. But this could also potentially, and I think it's key, because I was trying to come up with a formation. And you know what? I might have actually, I wish I did a preview, because this is actually the formation I chose because it can be played in a 4-4-2. So if they switch in shape and something has to be a little bit different, hear me out. Canada can adjust on the fly and switch into a 4-4-2, which could come in handy. And the 4-4-2 would look a little like this. Borjan in net, right back Alistair Johnson, which he can just slide out. We got Victoria and then Miller as your two center backs. And Miller has shown he can play as a center back in a back four. Larea would then go at left back, which we know he can play through TFC, and I think he's done it for Canada the odd time. Then we'd have at right mid, Buchanan, center mid, Hutch, Eustachio, left mid, Davies, and the two striker, Larin and David. But my assumption is this. And also let me know what you guys think of the game being on Sportsnet with that big deal between One Soccer, Sportsnet, and somehow TSN. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, guys. So let me know what you think of the starting 11 and if you think it will be the 3-4-3 or the 4-4-2. And of course, guys, drop a like if you're tuning in because big moment, man. Big moment for Soccer Canada. Is Canada home, by the way? Yes, they are, my man. Yank here, rooting for our friendly northern neighbors. Excited to see this lineup. I am too, especially if they line up in this 3-4-3 with the front three. Will be pretty fun to see. Very strong lineup, loving it. Yeah, I am too. Like I said, the 3-5-2 is a little conservative. And if it was going to be a 3-5-2, I'm assuming that Osorio, for example, would have been in the midfield. Buchanan would have been back where Larea was, and Larea would have been on the bench. But it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Yeet probably show up for the game. Oh, yeah, he definitely will. You better hope that they don't score because they will dive and you'll be pissed off real quick. Let's go, man. Let's go. Borjan plays for Belgrade, right? Yes, he does. The name sounds familiar. I've never seen Canada play. I only know Alfonso from Bayern and David from Lille. Yeah, it's an exciting group. And growing up, being Canadian, being a soccer fan, you don't see it as much. You really don't. I said a funny story, and this is not a lie. Watching the group stage when I was younger, excited that we took a point, and excited that we scored one penalty shot from De Rosario back in the day, but we've come a long way, and seeing these pieces kind of come together and going through qualifications the way we did, we've answered every critic in front of us. We really have, so it'll be interesting. But One Soccer is saying it's a 4-4-2, Larea and Johnston as fullbacks, and I could see that as well. I could see that. Johnston on the right, Larea at the left, Buchanan at right mid, Davies at left mid, and then the two strikers. So I see it probably, depending on how the game's going, it will shift. I don't see it playing the entire game as a 3-4-3 or a 4-4-2, but I don't know how it started yet. They didn't put its actual lineup up, but I'm assuming it'll be one of the two. 3-0 for Canada. I like it, man. If you guys haven't put your predictions in yet, do so. I'm a little bit hesitant to want to put a prediction in there. Being home, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not really sure what to expect from this Honduran side. I know that they're stubborn. I know how they are in CONCACAF, and they're not going to be a walkover. But, I mean, there's just so much to like about this Canadian team. Not only the players and the levels that they're playing at now, the already games that they went through for qualification, the incredible Gold Cup that we went on, but also just the team chemistry and what John Herdman is doing here is really quite special, and it's making me very, very looking forward to this match. When will Tomori be eligible to play for Canada? If, guys, and it's a big if, Tomori is eligible to play for Canada, it will be in November. I think it's November 18th, 2022. But it's in big if. There's some gray areas around whether he's even eligible or not. We'll have to see. I prefer 4-4-2 with this lineup. It very well could be that. It very well could be a 4-4-2. But it's so easy for them to shift. And that's something that I think is going to be very helpful for them. Canucks Hub is here. He's been with the channel for a while. Says, man, I'm nervous but excited. I am too, man. Brady's here as well. Says, happy it's on Sportsnet. Also, One Soccer content is coming. Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. And also, I've heard that One Soccer picked up the rest of the Octagonal qualifier, so you can watch other games as well. While, obviously, some of the rights for the Canadians have went to I mean, the mainstream, which is kind of what you want. I love you in the CONCACAF Council. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed the CONCACAF Council. What does tonight's lineup mean for the U.S. and El Salvador game rotation-wise? I don't know. My guess was that we were going to go all out for Honduras, and that made the most sense. It's the first game. It's, in my opinion, Honduras will be direct competition with us. I see a decent switch up for one of the two games. Let me know what you guys think. Which game do you think, if we're going to rest some players, is it El Salvador or is it U.S.? Are we going to go all out for the 3 points against a team that we likely should beat, which is El Salvador? Or do we risk it and go all out for the U.S. game? I don't know, but I'm assuming one of the two games will have a different starting 11 than what we're seeing here. Mentioning the drone, but if you guys are just tuning in today, guys, be sure to drop a like. Let's get up to 50, guys. Let's set a goal for 50 before kickoff here. I think we can do that. And, of course, drop a sub if you guys are new, and say hello with your score predictions, guys. As Producer T is going to bring up the Honduras starting 11. Maynard Figueroa is still in there for you guys who might be familiar with him. He was around the Premier League for a while. I believe he played for Wigan and Hull City. Then he went on over to the MLS, which I think he's still there. Couple names, couple key players that are out as well, which is also very interesting. I'm so happy Sportsnet finally decided to start streaming the games. Better late than never. But yeah, I am cool. It's cool. Just in general, for trying to make our sport grow in this country, you have to put it in people's faces. 3-0 for Canada. We're going for blood today. I like it. I see a big game for Buchanan. I'm hoping so, man. And the cool thing is that it doesn't look like he's going to be playing in a wingback position. It looks like in a 4-4-2, he'll be playing as a right mid, or in a front three, he'll be playing as a winger, which is fun. Knowing us, we will cap tie Tomori, lock him into England. We're assholes like that. Honestly, you might have done it. I don't 100% know if Tomori is even eligible for Canada. But if he is, like I said, with the gray rules, it won't be until November 2022 where we'll find out. But there's been no mention of it whatsoever, so we'll just have to, I guess, wait and see. My friend is at the game. Beautiful. We've asked people to send in pictures or videos if any of them are at the game. So if you are at the game and you want to get some pictures, we'll feature them and we'll put them up on the screen for tonight's match. I'd be curious to see what the atmosphere is like if we're able to do that. My prediction is 2-2. Canada, Honduras prediction for the U.S. El Salvador game. 2-2. 2-2 from the U.S. All right. El Salvador, U.S. I'm gonna say 3-1 for U.S. 3-1 for U.S. I think that we will go all out for against Honduras and El Salvador and rest some key players against the U.S. That's where I'm leaning as well. I think 6 points. If you can take 6 points from Honduras and El Salvador, that's a good window in my opinion. I mean, anything we get from the States, considering we're the away side, I think it's a win. But I want to walk out with 6 points. If we get 150 likes, Canada will win. You've heard them, guys. 150 likes on today's stream, Canada will win. Agents is here and says that he wants a 5-2 win for Canada. So an all-out bloodbath. I think we will go for the U.S., but some players will start both games. And that could also maybe be the case. Looks like a weaker Honduran team. Canada will win. That's what I'm thinking too. There's a few players that I was expecting to see in this Honduras side that aren't there. I don't know as to why, if it was COVID or it was anything along those lines, but this wasn't the starting 11 I was expecting from Honduras. Figueroa won an FA Cup with Wigan in 2013 when they beat Man City. He did, man. 3-1 for Canada today. David with a brace. I like to see David get back on the score sheet. Him, Buchanan, and Laren will be fun, man. Josh, please don't celebrate too loud. I'm watching this while falling asleep. I will do my best. But Reyes came in, and yeah, there's two or three big names in this Honduran side. Lozano's a good one as well. He's not there, which is really weird. Canada has to win this, especially because y'all got the best left back in the world in Davies. Yeah, I mean, taking confidence from this Honduran team, I'm not going to lie. But again, it doesn't mean anything. It does not mean anything until we get going here, but there are some key team members missing from this Honduras side, which, if anything, should give us a little bit of excitement, man. Just a touch. But we are playing 7 or 14 games. We are playing 14. So you're playing every team, both home and away. So a lot on the line. A lot on the line. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun. Let's hear some predictions as well, guys, because there's a lot at stake here. There is. Honduras will be motivated by people saying Canada's the third best team in CONCACAF. I think they will. I mean, they're always a team to compete. Like I said, in my opinion, Honduras, they're my dark horses. They're the ones who I think can compete, and considering we're against them first, this is the absolute perfect way to kickstart this campaign if we get a big win over Honduras. And again, like, we've answered all the calls that come our way. Yes, we didn't win that Mexico game, we didn't win that US game, but in my opinion, we were the better teams, and this is with our B squad. So we'll have to see, man. I think we have already cap-tied him in a Euro qualifier, so he's stuck with us. Yeah, and that's you are right. They played. Tomori was cap-tied against Kosovo, but FIFA made new rule changes that they're gray, so they make him eligible, but don't make him eligible. It's kind of weird, but there's a theory that maybe one day he can do that one-time switch, but it's been very quiet on the subject, so we'll have to wait. 5.5k subs at the end of the stream. You're calling it, are you? Well, if you guys are tuning in and you haven't yet, drop a like, drop a sub. And if you guys are new to the chat, guys, be sure to say hello. Be like, hi Josh, I'm new. I predict Canada will win. And then, you know what? You nailed it. My Honduran friends went up for the game. I'm jealous. Oh, that's sweet. Very cool, man. Very, very cool. Are you going to stream the Mexico game? No, I am not. No, I'm not. Not the one tonight. I don't think I'll do any of the back-to-backs, but I will be doing all of the Canada games. So we'll get Canada and the US on Sunday, and then Canada and El Salvador on Wednesday. We got 1-0 for Canada for a prediction, 2-1 Canada, 2-0 Canada, 5-0 Canada. I like it. A lot of hype around this Canadian team, and rightfully so after looking at the starting 11. Still nervous about Atiba. Club form is different for him. I'm a little I'm interested to see how Atiba will come in, especially after seeing what Eustaquio has done, but I mean, what Hutch is so good at doing is being a commanding presence in our midfield. He's got good defensive awareness to his game. I think he's going to complement Eustaquio pretty well. But I mean, he's 38 years old. He's getting up there. We know that the future of the midfield in a couple years won't have him in it. So this is kind of his last hurrah. So I am curious to see how he'll do being injected back into this team. I'm hoping to see Kamal Miller keep up his really good form. And then, I mean, it's the front three and Davies, man. Front four, honestly, at this point, they want to keep an eye on. Tomori had to wait 3 years from his last appearance, I think. That's one of the rules, and that leads him till November 18th, 2022. But again, there's still some gray areas of whether that even matters or not. 4-1 Canada for Kelly. There's a lot of hype, man. There's a lot of hype. I try to be very calm with how I want to hype up this team, but like I said, they answer the call every single time, man. Every single time. Honduras is so hard to predict. They are. It's well said. That's why I said, man, they're my wild card in this team. I don't really know 100% what to expect. But I don't know, man. The lineup just looks so good, and I want to see these players kind of just kick on, and it will be fun, man. It'll be fun. But will Yeet show up? Well, I bet you Yeet will show up. Which Sportnet channel will it be on? I'm not sure. I'm watching it on One Soccer. I'm assuming, depending on where you're from, like any of the Sportsnet Ontario or Pacific or wherever you are watching from. That's my guess. I haven't looked on. It's on Ontario for sure. Sportsnet Ontario for sure is how you can watch it if you don't have One Soccer. Hutchinson is 38, but his mental sharpness might be what the midfield needs. He's a holding midfielder. He is a holding midfielder. He is. He'll be probably more defensive of the duo in the middle between him and Eustaquio. But it's exciting to have him back, man. He's very close to breaking the all-time record for Canada. I believe he's 4 games away from either breaking it or tying it, 5 from breaking it. So very cool, man. He's gonna get one of them off here. The coach's comments about the drone made me think. I don't know what was going on with the drone. I wouldn't look too much into it. We need to make Atiba the oldest outfielder that played in the World Cup. What is the record for that? Because he gotta be close to it. The road to Qatar, a World Cup which I'm still debating on watching. A second due to morale, ethical issues, will probably cave anyways, especially if Canada makes it. Starts here. Well, there you are. I'm glad Herdman did not bring back Arfield right away. Yeah, I mean, Arfield could be important to us in the foreseeable future just because Hutch is on his way out. But I mean, man, I would like to see Arfield. I don't know. There's behind the scene things that are going on with him. If he's committed and he's going to show up and he's going to come to pretty much every window he's called, I have no problem with him coming back in. I was a little bit surprised to hear that he wasn't in this one, but still has a future with the team. So we will have to wait and see. Qatar World Cup ruins European football. Lots of Premier Leagues. It's gonna be weird. It is gonna be weird, man. I do get what you're saying. What stadium is it in today? It's in BMO in Toronto. I want Borjan to get a goal. It's quite an ask. It's quite an ask to see Borjan get a goal, but I like it. I like it. I'd like to see Davies get on the score sheet. That's what I like to see. I like to see Davies and probably David. They're my main. Actually, I don't know. If I had to pick two, I'd probably go Buchanan because, I mean, come on, why not? And then David. I want to see David get back to goal scoring for him. He scored a nice goal for Lille in his last game out to get Lille's first win of the season, which is a good confidence boost for not only his team, but for himself. It was a really nice goal. One Soccer debated if it was his best goal, which I don't know if it was Jonathan David's best goal ever, but it was a nice goal. Composed, finished anyways. Is this the best Canadian team since you've been alive? Hands down. And it's... Well, I shouldn't just say that because like I was born in 96. So, I mean, we did win a Gold Cup in that time, but I wasn't watching the Canadian men's national team when I was 4. Had to wait a little bit. But even so, quality-wise, there's been no Canadian men's national team to compare to the talent that's on this one. And that's a fact. You guys can let me know in the comments, though, if some of you guys who've been around a little bit longer was able to watch Canada maybe at the World Cup or watch them in the or watch them at the 2000 Gold Cup. Let me know if you think this is the best Canadian men's national team, because looking at the players back then, I don't think you can argue that this is the most talented team. Hola, amigos. Hola. Hola, hola. BMO Field in Toronto. Yes, sir. Annie Petrillo is a big asset for the coverage. She is. Bit of a surprising one when she took over there, but they're doing a good job. They are doing a good job. Canada's gonna lose, bro. Spanish team's only on the way. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know. I got pretty good confidence in the boys today. Rooting for Davies too. He looked good. He did. And I don't know. There is so much to like about this starting 11. There's so much to like about this team. And I don't know. I'm gonna go. It's still not up. I wanted to see some other platforms that are saying how they're gonna line this up. My assumption, guys, let me know right now. Just toss in. Put 4-4-2 or 3-4-3 of how you think that we're going to start the game. Because, I don't know, my gut still tells me it's a 3-4-3. But both make sense, in my opinion. Just taking a look at the bench today where we got a good amount of talent on there as well. Azorio could probably come off. Waterspoon as well. Liam Fraser's an interesting one, but I assume maybe he won't come off in today's game. Scott Kennedy as well. I'm assuming Samuel Piette, Kay, Hoylett, and maybe Azorio are the three that come to mind for me for Power coming off from the bench. Kyle saying a 3-4-3. He agrees with myself. 3-4-3, 3-4-3 to start. They're gonna go with 5 at the back, baby. That's what I'm thinking too, man. That's what I'm thinking too. 5 at the back. It's just how I feel like this team is set up properly to play. Not that they can't pull off a 4-4-2. Because a 4-4-2 would also mean that Larin and David are both playing as strikers. You have Buchanan and Davies on the wings. You can pull off 4 at the back too. They both do make sense. I just have a feeling with the system that we're used to, we're going to start in the 3-4-3 and then probably at some point maybe switch to that 4-4-2. Is BMO Canada's home field or do they play elsewhere like the States? BMO is Canada's home field. It is. It's their home field and... it's actually the closest field to where I live. So, I mean, if we weren't doing this, we'd be at one of the games. And maybe there's a chance we go to one and turn it into a vlog. But I was excited to come on here today and take a look because it's going to be fun. Canada has played great, but World Cup qualifiers are a different game. No matter who you are, playing in places like Honduras is difficult. This game is a win at home to steal points on the road. Good luck from the U.S. And very well said, Tyler, because I agree. This, like I said, Canada's answered the call every single step of the way so far, through qualifications, through the Gold Cup, but this is a different animal. The biggest thing we got to take away is our first game is at home against Honduras, who is a direct rival to us for that 3rd and 4th spot. So if you take 3 big points at home, which you absolutely need to do, the bare minimum from this window, in my opinion, is 6. You guys can let me know what you think. What's the bare minimum points you think Canada needs from this 3-game window? Because for me, it's 6. A win over Honduras, a win over El Salvador, both at home. And then if you get anything from the States, it's a victory, but I'm not going to hold Canada to it because I don't know how they're going to line up for the 3. It's a bit of a chess game. You got to be strategic of where you want to play your cards and which games you're going to do it. But I had a feeling we were going to go all out for this one, and that's exactly what we did see. Come on, Canada. I like it, guys. If you're just tuning in, drop a like. I set a goal for 50 before the game even started, and you guys just crushed that. So I'll raise it to 75, considering it's almost there. 75 likes before. If you guys are new to the stream, say hello as well. Drop a sub, because we are about a little under 10 minutes away from starting. As long as Canada don't lose, it'll be okay. It is, but I mean, these are games that you can win. Games at home like this are games that Canada should win, and they need to if they want that 3rd spot, because 4th is no guarantee. You got to go to the interconfederational playoffs, and who knows who you could get there, who it could be. I think we're good enough to get a top 3, and you got to win games like tonight if you want to see it done. It would be good to see the Canadians at the World Cup with a generational talent like Alphonso Davies. It would. David, Davies, Larin. I mean, I was a little disappointed a couple of these players didn't get moves. There is still a chance Eustachio moves. He's been linked to Fenerbahce, which I think, I mean, it's not the biggest step up you could have ever imagined, but compared to Pacos de Ferreira, it'd be a good move. I thought Larin was maybe going to go to Marseille. He ended up staying. Buchanan did get that move to Club Brugge. But it's Eustachio for me who really needs to move. I don't think he's going to find a really solid year like he did last year playing in this Pacos side, because they're just not exactly where they were. I think that he needs to go to Fenerbahce, get some luck there, and play some European football, compete with Atiba and Larin for the front. We'll have to see. But we did just get a donation on the channel. Much appreciated, my man. Yo, I'm American from Tax Channel. Good luck. I appreciate the donation, my friend. Means a lot. Helps the channel out. And American with a lot of kind words. I appreciate that. But it is a tendency I seem to find from you Americans. You're very encouraging for Canada, man. You really are. In terms of you want to see us be successful, and I appreciate it. I really do. But I appreciate the donation as well. And a big shout out to you, and good luck in your game later today. Going back to my question of how many points is a bare minimum for this window, I see 6, 7. 7's a stretch, but I understand your point. 6 as well. Who are the 3 important opponents? We play Honduras, U.S., and El Salvador, with U.S. being the 1 away match. I'm the best at chess here. So it's a big flex. I respect it. A draw against the U.S. would be nice. It would. The boys are coming out on the pitch, guys. If you're hyped up to watch our team get going, be sure to say hello in the chat. Drop a like. Drop a score prediction. It's going to be fun, man. I disagree. They have to win at home because the road points in the World Cup qualifiers are hard to come by. Excellent point, Tyler, and you're absolutely spot on. Good luck, Josh. Hoping Canada does better in the CONCACAF for everyone. I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate it. Brady just became a member as well. You guys are very supportive in today. You guys are fired up for the opening game. So Brady, big shout out to you, my man. You're on every Canadian men's national team stream we do. So I appreciate it. Welcome to the membership tier. And I really appreciate the support, guys, before this thing gets carried away and we get going. Let's go Honduras. Let me know, guys, is there any Honduran fans? Clearly there's one here. He just tuned in and said good luck to Honduras. But let me know if we have any Honduran fans in the channel. We won't bite. You can say hello. Yeet Eat's not here yet. Oh snap, it's a watch along. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I set a goal for 75 likes. I'm not sure if we hit that before. But if you are tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub, and drop a hello. Because they're singing the national anthems, and it's almost time, and I'm getting a little fired up. Good luck to Canada from an American, but when it comes to us, it's going to be 2-0 for the U.S. Again, nice words. They were followed up from, a little jab, but I respect it. Man, I'm so glad my Fire Stick is in jail, broken because I got Sportsnet in the US. Sneaky man. Good luck. Have you ever thought of collaborating with Adrian from Rabona TV? I have. We have done a few collabs before. Adrian's come on. Adrian's been on our channel for the best ever Canadian men's national team starting 11. So if you creep through my channel, you'll find a collab with him there. He's been on a couple times. I've been on his channel once. Yeah, obviously, Adrian being Canadian, he's been fantastic, man. He really has. But yeah, I'll try to push him into a couple more collabs. I'll see what I can do. But Adrian has been on here a couple times. And sometime this week, if you're bored, go over to our Canadian men's national team best ever starting 11, and you will see Adrian chilling on there. There's the leader coming in from Honduras as well. I'll leave a like for a high five. I gave you a self five. It's good enough. 79 likes. Thanks for streaming for us. Go Canada, go. You guys are crushing it. And we just gained another member. It's my boy, Kelly. Kelly, I appreciate it, my guy. I really do. Welcome to the member. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as this thing is getting ready to go. The Canadian men's national team starting is very, very close. They're doing the national anthem right now. Members. Yeah, you guys are crushing it today. A lot of support for the channel, and honestly, the hype is deserved. I appreciate you guys' support because these streams, they hit different, man. Especially now that we're in the Octagonal. But Tactical is tuned in. Rude Canadian. That guy. But yeah, Tact, how are you doing today, man? Let's hear it. Tactical, what's your prediction? Actually, I think I saw your prediction earlier. I think you said 3-2 Canada, if I remember correctly. My girlfriend is nervous for me posting in this chat because we're watching on the big TV. Hey, I like it, my man. I like it. I'm glad that you took the risk. You came in the chat, and hopefully it doesn't backfire on you. But I hope you guys are excited. I would love to be at the game, and like I said, maybe we'll go to one instead of. But these watch-alongs are hard not to want to do. A win is a win, but if you can poach a point or two, that is how you qualify. I hope our defense holds up because the goal difference might come back to play. It's a great point, and like I said, man, it's really, really important to getting these 3 points today. Especially looking at this Honduran side, wasn't as strong as I think some of us might have thought it was going to be. But I think we're excited. I think we're excited nonetheless, and nothing but 3 points is good enough today. I saw a couple other people subscribing on the channel, so big shout out to them. Appreciate the support you guys are showing. Kelly says Canadians unite. Bunch of really nice people. Matty D's here, a member on the channel. Doing good, relaxing, watching the rude Canadians. Yeah, a little bit, just a little rude. Hello, just tuned in. Matthew Lee, how you doing, my man? You are amazing. You guys are making me blush again. Just before we're getting started, making me blush. But Tactical does say 3-2 for the rude Canadians. You gotta like it, man. You gotta like it. Really hype, man. I'm looking forward to it. I could barely sleep last night. I genuinely have never been more excited to watch Canada play. The Gold Cup is a lot of fun, but this is it. This is our first look at probably the best 11 we've ever seen. I don't think there's been a game where you've had this much talent, because the other World Cup qualifiers, we were missing Jonathan David. You get David, you get Laren, you get Davies, Eustachio, Hutch is back. I mean, it's a tasty starting 11. They're buying into Herdman's system, and I'm honestly just buzzing, man. Brazil is playing without a bunch of players. I'm still going to say 2-1 for Brazil. I haven't checked that one out yet, but I will have to take a look in that. There's some more Honduran love in there. We got a prediction for 2-1 Honduras. You gotta support your country. Any prediction I say, I would always probably go for Canada, because why not? USA beats Honduras 1-0, even if you take it 89th minute to score. It's a tough one. It is, man. I'm not taking anything for granted. This is a good opportunity, though, for Canada to prove what they're made of. And Kyle Laren is standing at the middle. I believe he may be the man to kick us off. So if Canada were to play BBB, who would you root for? You guys are always putting me with that. But kickoff has started, guys. Drop a like one last time. Let's get this thing going. Josh is a nice Canadian who also liked you on the CONCACAF Council. I'm glad you liked me on the CONCACAF Council, my man. It looks like Kamal Miller just took one to the face immediately. CONCACAF Council, unite. But we're started. This is it. Back in Canada, our full squad. Nothing but 3 points in tonight's match, man. There's too much at stake. And let me know, guys, for you guys who are tuning in who didn't hear the question I asked earlier, which was a very interesting one. Who would you guys have started? Kennedy or Miller? Because when KJ put up his predicted starting 11, he put Kamal Miller in it, which I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think some people were surprised that it wasn't Kennedy, and it seems like KJ knows what he's talking about because it was Miller to start. And I also want to take a little look at the system that we're playing in, guys. And once you also see what system, because right now at first glance, oh no, it's definitely it's a 4-4-2. I think it's a 4-4-2. I could be wrong. It's gonna depend where Larea is playing, and I see Larea on the left hand side, so that kind of tells me it's a 4-4-2. Larea at left back. But he kind of looks like he's drifting in the middle, man. Score predictions, 2-1 Canada, 7-1 Canada. Go Honduras, love Canada, though. It's fair. It's fair. Insane lineup. We'll win this. Can't read your name, but I absolutely agree with you, my man. The collab with Pete, you, IMAX, and the other guy should be a regular CONCACAF roundup. I'm totally up for that. We were missing Filippo. Missing Filippo on there, but... yeah, I really like listening to Owen as well. I think he's got a pretty cool story. The connection he has to Mexican soccer, being an American. But I mean, you guys know there's a lot of Mexican Americans, so I thought his story is pretty cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed that conversation as well, and would love to collab with these guys because the CONCACAF is going nowhere but up in terms of quality, excitement, and it was pretty cool talking to them. And hopefully, when push comes to shove, it's us four. A good little opportunity there from Honduras, though. Fell kindly into Borjan. Maybe a little bit of nerves. Maybe a little nerves in the opening minutes there. Larea, Buchanan, Davies. Larea again. Big love for Larea. Wow. I like it. The chants in the stadium are beautiful. Let me know what they are, because I'm not playing it with the volume, because, you know, I need to focus on talking to you guys. But let me know what this chant is, my man. The Central American teams will finish the octagonal positions 5 through 8. You guys are on from there. I'm not sorry. It does look like a bit of a shift in CONCACAF. Now, like I said, I'm not ruling Honduras out. I have nothing but respect for Honduras, considering how well they've done over the years. And it's been a good debate, because I've had people reach out to me and say, in a relatively polite way, Josh, you can't take this lightly. It is impossible to predict the Central American teams. They are hard. It doesn't matter what happens; they will always compete, and I don't disagree. But when it comes to just pure quality, the rise of the Canadian team has really stepped up, and this is gonna be a good example of it today, because we took on that Costa Rican side, which is a pretty full at strength team. Nice little 1-2 there between Laren and Buchanan. And a poor ball falls to Kyle Laren and hums it over the net. I think Jamaica have to worry, though. I think Jamaica have to worry a little bit just because of the COVID restrictions. We develop a beautiful friendship starting in the bathroom. It's just beautiful. I'm glad. That's good. Al Hali and the CONCACAF Council should reconvene the second week of games by everyone have played 6. We will. I think from your guys' response, because you guys gave an amazing... response to the council. I'm thinking it will be a touch basis thing, but nicely done there to find Jonathan David. Delfonso Davies out for another corner. It kind of looks like Larea is playing in the midfield. No, what do you guys think? It kind of looks like it is a 3-5-2 with Larea as one of the midfielders, with Hutch and Eustachio Buchanan at right wing back, and then a 2-striker system. Because I was assuming if it was a 4-4-2, Larea would be left back. Or if it was a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, Larea would be right wing back. But I need to take another look. Let me know what formation you think we're playing right now. As we got a corner coming in from Eustachio. Our little set piece specialist. It was a poor corner. It was a poor corner. I thought El Salvador played well in the Gold Cup. They did. They absolutely did, man. El Salvador had a really, really good campaign. I was a little harsh on them in my octagonal predictions. I put them last, so sorry to anyone who likes El Salvador. I don't think they're going to finish last now. Arguably, I bet you they could finish in front of both Panama and Costa Rica. It looks like a 3-5-2 at first glance. I agree. I really enjoyed the council as well. I'm glad you guys did, man. The CONCACAF council, I thought it was a perfect little name. Canada, I'm getting yellow wall vibes. And that's what you want to hear watching your national team, man. It's beautiful. I've been throwing love at this sport for a long time, and there's just one really good way of doing it, and it's competing and qualifying for the World Cup. I like it. Brady C says Panama last. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Yeah, but keep an eye on Larea, because that's, like I said, that's going to be the key to how this team is set up. And it looks like he's playing in the midfield. So to me, it's a 3-5-2. Buchanan's right wing back. Larea, Eustachio, Hutch are the 3 center midfields. The left wing back's Davies, and then the 2 strikers, Laren and David. Because Larea is all over the pitch. He's definitely playing as a midfielder, which is really surprising. Some of you guys are saying 3-4-3 though. Hello, my man. Panama are a dead team. Love your streaming. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that. If you haven't done so yet, if you're tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub, and say hello in the chat, which a lot of you guys are doing, and it's always appreciated. You were about a half a minute ahead of the video feed I'm watching. Oh, that's tough, my man. I'm sorry about that. I'm at the 7-minute and 2-second mark for you guys. Some of that maybe is, I'm surprised though. Maybe, I don't know if you're streaming the game or if you're able to watch on Sportsnet. We should be relatively decent, but that is where I'm at. Everybody,
pause the stream and wait for it to get to the point.
I could do that, but who knows how the other people are doing. It's always a debate to try to get you guys lined up, but I also don't want people in the chat to say goal and then I have it ruined. But no, it's a good little effort there though from Honduras, who just hummed it out. Everybody's sleeping on Panama. They gave Qatar a pretty good game in the Gold Cup, and that is another good example, man. That is tactical manager saying 4-2-3-1. The way I look at it is a 3-5-2 still. A key for you guys who are watching right now, just keep an eye on Richie Larea. Because Larea was in my opinion, the determining factor of how this sets up. If you look at it right now, you can take a look. You see Buchanan as right wing back. You got your 3 center backs that are clear. That's the right center back is Johnston. Central center back is Vittoria. Outside left is Miller. Davies left wing back. Larea through the middle alongside Hutch, Eustachio. And then you can see right now with the ball, 2 strikers, Laren, David. But it could also kind of be maybe even switched to a 3-4-3 or a 4-4-2 still. I don't know. It's something along those lines. But to me, I see 3 clear center backs and 2 strikers. So it's definitely a 3-5-2. So Davies and Buchanan are the wing backs. They are. You can see tracking back, Davies on the far left-hand side and Buchanan as well. The only odd position in today's match is Larea. He's playing as a central midfield. But a nice thing about this is that it can quickly shift into a 4-4-2. So like I said, they've been kind of doing that in transition. It's a 3, like I said, Larea playing as a center mid while going up, but while defending, it looks like, if you guys can take a good look, and they shift over, Alistair Johnson goes to right back, Vittoria, Miller, the 2 center backs, and then Larea does pop back at left back. Then you got Buchanan on the right, Davies on the left, Eustachio, Hutch to the middle, and then the 2 strikers up front. So it's a combination so far, depending on if they're on attacking or defending, in a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2. So there you go. It's a mouthful to get that out, but that is what I'm seeing today. Might head to JJD TV. We are negotiating. Pedro Parker asked for a transfer. That's dangerous. I feel like he's got questionable character. Send him to Josh. Pedro would do more useful than Paslak. It's tough. Panama's like Costa Rica. They're getting older. It's Jamaica, Honduras, and Canada. I think they'll be fighting for the 3rd spot behind El Tri and US. And I think that's a fair statement. If you guys want to right now, put your octagonal prediction, guys. We've just started, so no bias. Put your opinions in right now. I'll maybe read some of them out. I'll give you guys mine one last time, because if you watch my octagonal prediction video, it has changed. I'll quickly let you guys know how it went. My octagonal original prediction video way back when was US first, Mexico second, Jamaica third, Canada fourth, Costa Rica fifth, Honduras sixth, Panama seventh, and El Salvador eighth. That has definitely changed. I'd still say US have got a strong chance of finishing first with Mexico second. I'm gonna bump Canada up to third because you know what? I think they deserved it. Oh, that's a handball there on Eustachio, surely. And then fourth, I'm close. I don't know what Jamaica's team will even look like throughout this qualifiers, but I think it'll be Jamaica or Honduras for fourth and fifth. I'll go Jamaica fourth, Honduras fifth. And then probably El Salvador sixth, Costa Rica seventh, Panama eighth. Look at Davies. Look at Davies. Davies is growing into this game. That's a good ball there, though. And we got to be very careful on the counter. Alistair Johnson does very good tracking back. Sticks with the man and does a good block. Alistair Johnson. Well done, my man. Well done. He's coming into his own, man. He's coming into his own. Good opportunity from Davies coming down that left-hand side. Those are the kind of positions you want to get him in. Because he's good enough to take on players 1v1 just like that. He couldn't pick out that final ball. But a step quicker, Laren could have smashed that in the back of the net. But we saw a little vulnerability on the counter there. A little vulnerability on the counter. But it's good seeing Hutch back in there. Which is curious, though. Look at Hutch. He's going up the pitch a little bit more. It's Eustachio dropping and playing the 6. That was a poor ball from Hutch. Wonderful from Davies. It was very good down the left-hand side. And that's what you got to get him into. Because the only game I've seen him so far struggle in was the Haiti games. Davies did not enjoy the Haiti games. He got beaten on down that left-hand side. And didn't find really any success. But he's on the ball right now. And look at him drifting with such good speed. That's twice. That's twice down that left-hand side. Just need to find a little better ball towards the end. But a good run from Davies once again. Making Andy just really, really question his night on right back here. We did get a couple predictions in for the Octagonal. Mexico 1, Canada 2, US 3. David, I like it. Costa Rica 4, 5, Panama 6, Honduras. Wow, good night, Jamaica. Jamaica 7th, El Salvador 8th. Really done there. Really well done there, though, by Davies. Buchanan's picked up the ball. But a very heavy touch. Mexico 1st, US 2nd, Costa Rica 3rd. Sticking with the old guns, eh? But you got Canada 4th. It's all right. It's all right. Honduras, Jamaican 8th. Steven. Unfortunately, my worries about Atiba were not unwarranted. He's had less than some great touches. He has. And a really poor ball on the outside of the foot there from Atiba. He will need to find. I mean, this group has found some good chemistry, some good cohesion within them. A really good ball there by Vittoria, but just out of reach from Davies. Canada 2nd, US 1st. Nice, nice. I found a stream with no commentary, so you're my announcer. It's a perfect fit, my man. I'm glad. How many points do you think Canada will get in away games? I think 24 points is what they need to get that 3rd place spot. Maybe 25, depending on where they can get. You're going to want to pick up wins against Panama, El Salvador, probably even Costa Rica. They're not guaranteed. Oh, it's a good little look there from Buchanan. It'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. That's 9 points maybe. And then pick up a couple wins, 10, 11. You get over 10 points, I still think you can get away with it. It'll depend. It's going to be tricky. Panama 2nd is bold. Canada looking impressive, I can't lie. They are. They're finding real good luck down that left-hand side. Are you American or Canadian? I am 100% Canadian, my friend. Canadian, born and raised. Grandparents, parents, just Canuck through and through. How do you think to get Jonathan David more involved in the game? I think the success, no matter what. I mean, it would be nice to see Jonathan David be able to get some more touches on the ball. It looks like Laren's the one dropping in and kind of being that focal point because he's got a little bit bigger body on him. The only thing you're going to do to find David at this moment to get in is just keep going down the right and left-hand side. You now have Buchanan. Everything doesn't have to go down the left, which is, if you guys remember back to that Haiti game, a big issue is why Davies just kept running into a wall as everything constantly went through Davies. And he just kept getting beat on. you have someone now like Buchanan. You don't have to just simply go through the left. Now, 2 times in this game already, he's shown what he can do. But for you guys just tuning in, to kind of give you a heads up on how the team is, while attacking, it's a 3-5-2 with Richie Laryea playing up in the central midfield position. On defending, it looks like a 4-4-2 with Laryea then going back to left back, which was curious because I was trying to figure out a way where you could switch in shape relatively easily, and I put Laryea as a right wing back with Buchanan as a right winger, but switching in shape, Laryea would then have to run over to left back, which would make it interesting. So it is a 3-5-2. Laryea as a center mid with Hutch and Eustachio, and it makes sense because then when we defend, we shift Miller, Vittoria as your 2 center backs, Alistair Johnson as your right back, and then Richie Laryea comes back at left back. So really strategically done by Herdman, and I like the change in shape, and they're doing it pretty successfully so far. Trying to find some luck down that left-hand side. Who is the best Canadian player in your opinion? David, Davies, someone else? In my opinion, just to kind of give you maybe even a top 5 list, Davies is top. I mean, in my opinion, he's the top player in CONCACAF. A little biased, yes, but I mean, he's up there with the best of them. Then I'd probably go David, and then Larin. I really like Kyle Larin. I watch him a lot in Besiktas. He does a lot of good things. He can play it on the wing, which is surprising. And then Eustachio, Buchanan for me. But let me know what you guys are watching from today. I'm assuming we got some people tuning in from the States. Some people from Canada. I'm pretty hoping so as well. If you're watching on One Soccer, but you don't have Sportsnet, switch over to Sportsnet to show it's worth pick up these games. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I think they picked them all up already, Kelly. I'm pretty sure they're going to have all 13 games. The only game they're not going to have is the US game Sunday, which TSN's got. Can't you tell by how Rudy is? Yeah, that's fine. I'm Canadian, my man. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to you, my man. Really want David to play against the US on Sunday. Hope they don't rest him. It's the big debate right now, man. It's the big debate. Do you rest them against El Salvador, or do you rest them against Honduras, man? How do I rate Herdman? I really like him. There was like I said, there was a lot of question marks around him after that Gold Cup exit to Haiti. A lot of people, it rubbed him the wrong way. But Herdman has done nothing but good things since. Every step I've said about this Canadian men's national team, not only has he built a team that has been playing together really well, because I've been impressed with their qualifiers so far. The Gold Cup, I think we got hard done by. We didn't even have our A team there. But he's built some important cohesion between the team that you need. And this team's almost playing like a club team. And a lot of that goes down to Herdman. So I do rate him. He's done nothing but rise his stock, in my opinion. But Vittoria did just take a foul. So a set piece situation is going to come up here for Honduras. First real defensive test here for Canada. See what they can do. Cave says, greetings from Germany. Good to see you in the World Cup qualification content. Only team got a disappointing 2-0 result against... Yeah, wasn't a great game from Germany, but they got job done. They picked up the points. Let's go, Canada. US fan. Good ball in. And Borjan does really well there. And so does Laryea. A good little test and a shot from distance. Questionable there from Borjan. Questionable. Watching from the States, from Florida, US. Watching from Japan. Julian. Very interesting. Whereabouts in Japan, if you don't mind me asking. Tuning in from outside Chicago, from New York. Watching from Florida. A couple Florida in there. The Bronx in New York. It looks very windy. It does look a little windy. Does Herdman have a future? We have a man down here, which is not ideal. Looks like it's Vittoria. Hopefully he's doing okay, guys. And hopefully you guys are all doing well as well. Drop a like if you're just tuning in. Be sure to say hello. I mean, Julian's watching from Japan, which I think is just fascinating. I need to know more. Do you ever get called a Euro snob for preferring that the Canadians play in Europe? I've never been called a Euro snob. I don't know. Some of you, Brady, do you think I'm a usual? He's a usual around here. So is Kelly. Do you guys think I'm a Euro snob? I tend to favor Canadian players playing in Europe than the MLS. It's no disrespect for the MLS, but I think the steps that this Canadian development have shown that these players, they deserve to play in Europe. They do. But an interesting switch for you guys just tuning in. Buchanan has switched over to left wing back, and Davies has went to right wing back. Curious switch. Davies found some success already down that left-hand side. I'm assuming maybe just for the two players to be able to cut in. Does Herman have a potential future as a European club? I mean, he is English. He came in through the Sunderland Academy, did some coaching for the women's. I believe it was New Zealand or Australia and then Canada. I don't know, man. I don't know. I doubt it. Herman doesn't have a future in a team because he's only coached international. First women, it was New Zealand, Canada, and now Canada. Yeah, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if he left international football, but he's doing such a good job for Canada right now. I don't see him leaving anytime soon. How old are you? I am 25. 25. Hello from Turkey. I'm assuming our Turkish friends are tuning in maybe from a Besiktas point of view, seeing how Laren and Hutch are doing, or maybe a Fenerbahce point of view, because you've been linked to Eustachio. That's a poor ball there from Kamal Miller, though. Not ideal. But watch, guys. For you guys who are tuning in, keep an eye on Richie Larea. I feel like he's a very interesting addition, and I've really liked what John Herdman has done. Like I said, Larea, I assume, would be playing as a right wing back or a left back. He's actually playing as a center mid while we have possession. And watch how quickly we're able to move when we lose the ball. Our shape switches to a back four. He slides in at left back. We defend in a 4-4-2. We attack in a 3-5-2. And Larea is key to that. Never seen him play really much in the midfield. So, I mean, it's a strategical thing because he can come an advantage at the left back. But it is interesting. Yes, it's much better for our players to play in Europe. Bruges are perfect for Buchanan. I was a little selfish. I wanted to see Tejan go to the Bundesliga, but yeah, you could maybe call me a little bit of a Euro snob. To be honest, if more Canadian players play in Europe, then it creates more opportunities for other Canadians. Another great way of looking at it. You want your players to play with the best. That's as simple as it is. Again, I love the MLS. It's my home-ish league just because of TFC. I know it's an American league, but you guys get my point. But now with the CPL, but yeah, I agree. They're gonna become better, man. Davies, look at what he's become after that move to Bayern. Jonathan David found huge success playing for Lille, dethroned PSG. Buchanan, I'm excited to see what he can do. Eustachio, like I said, I was pretty bummed if he ended up staying at Pacos de Ferreira. They have no European football. They've lost a lot of their talent. I believe they lost their manager as well. I think a move even to Fenerbahce at this point, because the Turkish window is still open, is a step up that he has to take. I think it would be a loss of a year for him, in my opinion. They can call the Bundesliga the Farmers League all they want, but it's the best league. Most goals, a ton of American prospect, and you're absolutely right. It's the most exciting league for anyone getting into the sport. If you want to watch a fun league, I mean, and if you're Canadian, watch Davies and Bayern. If you're American, come watch Dortmund. You know, Davies put me in a weird position, but foul put on there for Eustachio. This ref is buying what the Hondurans are selling. Yeah, good. Michael from Scarborough, Ontario. Very nice, my man. Very nice. Only the best for the best. Davies David. Absolutely. It's hard for Canadians to play in Europe. The quality is way higher than the MLS CPL at the moment. Clubs are forced on the field. From the quota, yeah, you're spot on. I want to see all our Canadians not only go in Europe, but keep growing in Europe. I expect Buchanan to move on from Club Bruges soon. I was hoping Laren was going to get that move to Marseille. It didn't end up coming through, which, bit of a shame, but I mean, Besiktas is still a really good home for him. Nice ball there, and we got a corner coming up as well. Got some Honduran love in the chat as well. It's good to see. I'll never call the Bundesliga Farmers League because they've helped so many U.S. talents. And it's the funnest league to watch, man. It is. I know Bayern are dominant of it, but I'm hoping Dortmund will break that soon. What about Eustachio and to another Liga NOS side, Sporting, Braga, or even Porto? He was linked to Porto really heavily. They chose for Eustachio's partner instead, which sucked. I thought Eustachio was going to get that move. Sporting doesn't seem to be interested in him. Neither did Benfica. They both had different recruitments. Picking up Pablo Sarabia as well. Braga was linked to Buchanan. Or, sorry, I keep saying Buchanan. To Eustaquio. I prefer Fenerbahce over Braga. Oh, come on, Miller, man. Misread that. Miller's looked a little iffy so far. Ooh. He gave a couple passes away. And, I don't know, he just completely misread that. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him go to Fener. I think that would be a good spot for him. Because at this point, I don't even know, is the Portuguese league still, the transfer window still open? If so, I mean, the only chance I think is Braga. I took a wicked deflection. Corner kick coming up. Did you see what happened to Sterling in the England game earlier? I did not. You know what happened? No, what happened to Sterling? El Salvador US predictions. I said 3-1 US. 3-1 US. Corner kick coming up from Honduras as well. Decent ball. Oh, Larea with a poor jump. Nice little work here from Hondurans. And I think they got a corner out of it. You are a cutie. You're a precious baby. I'm 25, just to make sure people know. Okay. I just shaved. The beard adds a few years. I don't know if you're just saying I'm okay looking or if you just think I look young. I'm not too young. I'm older. With a very, very good looking girlfriend. Yep, Russia, Turkey, and Portugal are open, I think. I don't know if I'd want to see him go to Russia. Let me know what you guys would want to see Eustaquio go, guys. Because he needs a move. In my opinion, he needs a move. I'm hoping once this window's over, he'll find it. And right now, it looks like Fener is a realistic one. I haven't seen any Braga links in a long time. And I don't know where he'd fit in Russia. I don't know where if I'd want him to go to Russia. Russia's a good league, don't get me wrong. Realistic one, yeah. I'd want to see probably Fener or Braga. In CONCACAF, we all support each other, especially when we play in the World Cup. It's very true. It's very true. It's honestly really good to see CONCACAF grow. Like I said, not only Buchanan went down. Hopefully he's gonna be all right. Not only just CONCACAF in general, because I mean it's our home international competition, but I like seeing the different teams get better. I mean, Jamaica are recruiting really well. Canada's on a rise. U.S. and Mexico's on maybe a bit of a decline or stagnant, but U.S. is on a big rise. El Salvador, big shout out to them, man. They're on a rise. Unfortunately, I don't know about Costa Rica. They're on a downward spiral. Canada will be good now. The butterflies are gone. It takes a bit. Yeah, they're dominating possession. I'm hoping it's just a matter of time. As you guys probably did notice, Davies and Buchanan did switch. Interesting switch, because like I said, Davies did find some luck down that left-hand side already. And he, I'm assuming, just switched just to get a little luck cutting onto his left. That's gotta be a foul. Borjan did really well there. Kamal Miller's hasn't had the best start so far. Little shaky. I don't know if that would have been given a foul, but did not do very well holding him off. Had a couple sloppy passes, a couple misread plays. He's got to pick it up a little bit because Scott Kennedy is just creeping over his shoulder at this moment. Oh, call the foul. Oh, but Hutch has got it. Good ball. Oh, we put it against them. So what did happen with Sterling? I have no idea. Russia's where the money people are, but they spend elsewhere. So I'm not one of the better options. Yeah, a lot of money in Russia, man. What do you think about the Jamaica side? If, and it's a big if, they get all the dual nationals that they were supposed to, and if they're even released for these World Cup qualifiers because of all the COVID red listed countries, they have a solid squad. I'm curious to see. Let me know when the starting 11 is out for Jamaica. No, that's later. They play Mexico tonight. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a strong squad. Has Canada ever qualified for the World Cup? They have. Not going to lie, Honduras seems to be dominating the last 7 minutes. They're doing a game plan which is been around for as long as you can imagine, and it's called the counter. That is pretty much what they're doing. Canada's been dominating possession, but we have been somewhat sloppy with it. We haven't had any real nice build-up play. We've had quick rushes coming from the wings. haven't created too much, and Honduras have quickly hit on the break. And Kamal Miller's, in my opinion, has been a little sloppy in this opening half, and a couple of the good chances came down that left-hand side. But yeah, Honduras has held their own. I want to see a nice little counter here. Kyle Larin does do very well for Hutch to create a little bit of space. Now we can see some movement. Buchanan on it, playing in the left wing-back role. There comes Tejan. Takes a look for Eustaquio. Oh, okay look. A little forced. Canada's playing more of a possession game. They are, and they're breaking down the wings, but it's almost like they need to take their time with it a little bit more, because they are forcing the wing play, and when you have Buchanan and Davies, why not? I don't disagree with that. But that final ball hasn't been going their way, and because it hasn't, quick counters have come a couple times. So Honduras definitely has a game plan, and they're executing it pretty decently so far. But they have dominated a lot of the possession. Antonio is going to dominate CONCACAF, just a fact. I mean, he hasn't played a game yet, so I think it's... I do think he's having an excellent career with West Ham, and this season alone as well. But he hasn't played a game yet with Jamaica. We don't know how he's going to fit into that squad, into that system, how they're going to play. I do think it'd be stupid to say he shouldn't be successful, but we don't know that yet. Do you think PSG will win the Champions League? I think they'll find a way to lose it. Oh, it's a good ball, Alistair Johnson. Well done, man. What's with the 80 people watching that didn't like the video? If you guys are just tuning in, Mike says drop a like on the video. I'd always appreciate it if you do. Drop a sub as well. And to everyone who has subscribed so far, who I didn't give a shout out to, I appreciate the sub a lot, guys. Means a lot. A lot of support on these channels to watch our national team. They need 3 points. And there is a corner coming up for Honduras. It's where I get a little anxious. It's a decent ball, but Vittoria does very well. And a really good clearance. But yeah, someone mentioned in the chat a little bit earlier getting Davies into the game, or David into the game a little bit more. And I agree. Because he's been very quiet. At least Kyle Larin has come back and picked up the ball and been able to... I mean, because that's kind of what he can do. He's got the body to be able to drop back, pick up the ball, lay it off. David will do better running in behind, but he hasn't quite done that yet. He's on the Jamaican roster, but I don't know if he's been released. Has there not been rumors about him not being released? Hammers for life, but I hope he's not out when Jamaica plays the US. It's fair. Went blind 4.5 years ago and can no longer watch the game. Well, Mike, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, this is something that could interest you then. I'm very, very excited then that you're here. Hopefully, this is a cool way for you to be able to enjoy this game. And let me know where you're watching from, Mike. And if you are a Canadian men's national team supporter, or if you're the rivalry in Honduras, and if you are, that's okay. It's okay. You from Whitby? I am not from Whitby. More towards London, Ontario way. Nice ball there to Larin, and that's what Larin has done a lot today. It's the reason that David hasn't touched the ball too much. Larin has dropped deep each and every time to pick up the ball, and I've liked that added to his game. Tejan lost it a little bit. How many goals do you think Holland will score this year? 25. 25 to 30. How many subs? I believe we get 5. 40 plus for Holland in all comps. I think that's realistic. Someone brought a ladder to the US game. I don't like the amount of long balls Canada is giving away the ball so easily and not letting the midfield into the game. Leaf King, excellent point. Or King Leaf, excellent point. It's been interesting because, like I said, they've been dominating possession, and that's some good defensive work there from Jonathan David, who's honestly one of his first touches on the ball. But they've done really well to keep possession, but it looks like a little lack of creativity. They've been trying to go down the wings, and I think maybe they should look a little bit more central. Maybe get the ball to Eustaquio, take some looks. You know Larin will come deep to pick up the ball because they're trying a little route one football through the wings. Hasn't worked, and then yeah, 2 or 3 times Honduras long balls have caused some problems. But really, really good point. Why did Davies switch sides? I'm a little bit surprised too this early in the game because Davies had 2 really good runs up the left-hand side and he can cross better there. Both were pretty close to getting a final leg on it. And I don't really know. Oh, nicely done there from David. That's got to be a foul, and it's on David. I'm assuming the only reason they switched in is maybe to get them to be able to run in and cut in on their favored foot. Davies playing on the right allows him to cut in with the left. Same goes for Buchanan on the left. But saying that, after the switch, neither one of them has actually really cut in. Buchanan has tried twice and have been pickpocketed both times. Canada has had his attacks in the box, whereas Honduras seems to be shooting more from distance off target. That is also true, but again, it's counterattacking football. Most of the times Honduras has the ball, they don't have support with them. So the only real option is to take on a defender or try to take a hit from outside the box. And that's basically what Honduras has been doing. Borjan has had to have a couple saves. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't fully like the shape so far. I like the possession, but we're not doing enough with it. And I'm not sure what the big difference needs to happen. But pace at the game is incredible. Honduras will not allow them to settle. In them, they face mentality. It is true. There's a high level of intensity in this game. 2 different styles of play. And it's going to go one of 2 ways. Canada's gonna get one, or they're going to get bit because they didn't take a chance. Might need a formation switch at halftime. They could also try the 4-4-2. They have the personnel to do it. And like I said, they defend in a 4-4-2. They attack in a 3-5-2. So maybe maybe just playing a natural 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2 instead of keep doing this switch in transition. But we'll have to see because yeah, not really working right now. What are your thoughts on not having VAR for CONCACAF? Seems like they're trying to help teams that love the CONCACAF. Is there not VAR in these World Cup qualifiers?
No.
There's not. Wow. All right. That's interesting. I don't know who it helps and who it doesn't. Nice little counter coming in here though from Honduras, because you don't know where VAR is gonna come into play because it could affect either team, whether it's the team that's dominating or the team that's getting dominated. But I am surprised. They should have CONCACAF. Or CONCACAF, sorry, should have VAR. So disappointing, I guess, is the word for it. Oh, come on. There's no way that's a penalty. Accessibility in voice speech and a lot of swiping. I like it though, but not very good. Let's take another look at this. Is this a pen? Yeah, Buchanan did get a lot. Did get all man. Oh man. I don't think we can really fight that. That's a pretty clear pen. And it's funny because that was the switch. They switched Buchanan and Davies, and if they didn't make the switch, which I don't think Herdman should have did the switch because Buchanan was fine on the right and Davies was finding success on the left, and a random switch. And I don't know if it was because I don't know what the reason was for it, but because of the switch, now there's a penalty shot coming up for Honduras. Crepeau made the save last time. Let's hope Borjan can follow suit. Come on, Borjan. We need this. A lot of pressure. Come on, fans. Get behind him. Get behind him. He's going to sky it. That was a good penalty. And there's the wake up call. A lot of W's coming from our Honduras fans in the chat. Oh man, it's a wake up call, man. It is really, really nice penalty. But yeah, everyone said it. I mean, Canada went in really confident. which I'm still am. All right, careful with the spamming, guys. You will probably get put in a small timeout if you keep spamming. Looks like he might have got injured after that. But not a good start. Not a good start. Not what you wanted to see here, man. Welcome to CONCACAF. Ugh. It was a really nice penalty, to be honest. Borussia, nothing you can do about it. Oh, Canada, what are you doing? It was a poor penalty to give away from Buchanan. Game's far from over, but it's a wake-up call after a perfectly placed penalty. That's on Buchanan, but I'm supposed to think that he's too good for Bruges, LOL. He's been horrible this whole half and now cost us the game. I'd be okay. Like, let's take a little relax, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We have a lot of time. We have a lot of time. Now, Buchanan has been quiet this half. He's lost the ball every time he's had it, and he just gave away a pen. Hopefully, Herdman will do a change in shape. Injured taking a penalty, imagine. Yeah, sorry to the Honduras. Sorry to the Honduras gentleman there who got injured, but he did crack me up. Not tough, but Borjan's got to fire the boys back up. This thing is far from over. It's a wake-up call, though. I mean, Honduras has had a game plan. They defended really well, hit well in the break. A poor penalty from Buchanan, and it's 1-0 Honduras. Far from over. We're going to get chances. And yeah, not much you can say. From Vietnam fan who watched his team crumble against Saudi Arabia this morning after giving up a pen. Hopefully Canada can find a way back. Much love, my friend. Much love. I'm hoping as well. It was a substitution as well. And notice this. Immediately switched back. And Herdman, that's what you needed to do. I don't think there was any reason why Davies and Buchanan should have switched the first place. Like I said, Davies had two massive opportunities for Canada. Another poor ball from Miller, man. It's funny, the two of the three players who I said had a really good Gold Cup in Buchanan and Miller have probably been the two poorest players for us today. But that's tough, man. That's tough. But they immediately switch back. Davies is back on the left. Buchanan's on the right. A little scrum is happening right now. That's his CONCACAF. So let's take a little look at the replay. What happened here? It was Davies. Okay, so a nice flop. That's fine. That's fine. What was the penalty for? It was a poor challenge from Buchanan coming back at left wing back. And like, yeah, rightfully so. Not the player you want making those challenges. It's obviously not the strength of Buchanan's game. But yeah, I mean, a few individual performances today have just not been up to standards. But let's see what we can do here before halftime comes up. Nice little ball from Miller. That's better. And there you go, Davies. That's exactly where we want you. And blocked really nicely. And see, already. You move him back to the left-hand side, and he immediately makes an impact. But I couldn't tell you why Herdman switched them earlier in the game. But Davies, in my opinion, looks better down the left. A good corner coming in, defended well from Honduras. Oh, and Davies does very well. I had to watch Japan lose home and last night. Come on, Canada. There you go. Yeah, it was surprising loss for them. Yeah, the three big players, Steven, for Honduras aren't here today. So losing at home to Honduras with this starting 11 for Honduras is a big L for Canada. They've dominated possession, have not taken their chance. So they need to step up here, man. There's a little bit of time left in this first half. And then we'll go to the chat for halftime. Nice ball, David. Laird. That's better though. It's better. It's who you want to go in on goal. I think he had to take it with his left. It's a much better. 3 additional minutes added on here to end the first half. Really, really good look there for Jonathan David. That would have been beautiful to get right before halftime. Kamal Miller, man. He's having a tough time. But here comes Davies. Yeah, and just that simple switch. They just look so much better ever since Davies has gone back to the left. Because balls will come in and opportunities will come through that. Another nice ball to Eustachio. Oh, come on. And a foul given to Eustachio. Oh, man. If Canada draw this match, they'll badly need to beat the U.S., which is unlikely. There is still a big second half coming up. Pretty poor first half. It was a really good look there from Jonathan David and a really good save. Sucks Laren couldn't get any type of power on that. There is reasons to think, though, Canada can get back in this game. I mean, the possession alone, it was a tough challenge from Buchanan. It was poorly done, but this game is far from over. I don't know if you guys. Oh, it gets past Victoria, but Victoria does do pretty well, as does Richie. I think Canada can beat Mexico, but not the U.S. It'll be tough, man. This game is so important. It is not how you want to start this campaign, especially given Honduras. I've said it. They are the dark horses, and a lot of you guys absolutely would agree with that. Honduras is a good side, and I didn't want to take anything away, but at home, there's no excuse not to take all 3 points if you want to go for the third place. But here comes Buchanan. Let's see what we can do. A couple minutes left. They find David. Draws a foul? No. And gets a yellow. Jonathan David draws out a yellow. My dark horse is Armenia. Borian being a rude Canadian after that, similar to Miller. How many points for 4th place? I'd say between like 21 and 24 to 5 will be that 4th and 3rd spot. But damn, man, that's annoying. Oh, falls for Laren. 30 seconds left in the half. Corner kick coming up. Davies is on it. We can get one here right before halftime, man. It is what we need. Corner coming in from Davies. And immediately put back out. 15 seconds to go. Someone just kicked the ball away from Davies. Come on, guys. Come on. We'll get into what we should do from the bench-wise. Because there's something missing in this game against this Honduran side. They've been stubborn. They've been good. We need something to unleash them. Oh. And there's halftime. That is a disappointing half. That is a disappointing half, ladies and gentlemen. But that's okay. We will figure out a way to get back into it. So let's see what you guys are saying. On the bench, who do we go to? What do we do here to change something up looking at you guys? Disappointing. It was disappointing. It was very disappointing. How did the Honduras player get injured? He scored a penalty shot, and then he got injured. This group isn't too difficult for them, luckily. It will be interesting. This really doesn't sound good. Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Wait for the loss of time that Honduras will do. This team will get very, very nervous. Can U.S. make it past the round of 16 in the World Cup if they make it there? Yeah, I think so. Is this World Cup qualifying? It is. It is. K to get control of the midfield. I'm thinking that as well, guys. I'm thinking that as well. I'm thinking you maybe take out Larea and try to get a little more presence in that midfield. I don't know. We'll go to the bench. We'll go to the bench soon. Looks like Honduras will win. There's still a lot of time to play, guys. There's a lot of time to play. I wouldn't panic too yet, but Honduras had a game plan and they've nailed it, to be fair. It's tough now. You can't let Honduras score first because they think that they can win and they'll probably play even harder. Yeah, I'm predicting 20 minutes of Honduras diving. It gets into that CONCACAF style that we just don't like. Canada will struggle so much against the U.S. I don't know, man. I don't know. There was some things to like about Canada. They just did not take their chances. A poor decision from Buchanan, unfortunately. I think Canada will dominate the second half. They need to. They have no other option. But let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look at the bench. What would you guys do? We have Junior Hoylett who can come on. Waterspoon could be a creativity. He's been very, very good for Canada since coming on. Osorio, K as well. I wouldn't go for Samuel Piet. I don't arguably almost put on Kennedy for Miller. I've really think Kamal Miller's had a poor half here, which is unfortunate because he was so good for us in the Gold Cup. But I'd maybe take off Richie Larea and look to put on Osorio, maybe even Waterspoon. They will flop and piss Canada off, and they're gonna have to be composed. Yeah, there's already been some heat between the two already, guys. Canada's not already qualified. That's what we're doing right now. What do you think is causing Canada problems right now? Not taking advantage and not taking their opportunities. Davies has led to 3 pretty big opportunities that they just couldn't put in the back of the net. David had a good look there as well. We haven't taken them. They had one real opportunity Honduras had. They hit hard on the break. They drew a penalty and they put it away. Just got home from work. How has the game been for Canada? Frustrating. Created chances. A really weird tactical decision for Herdman to switch Buchanan to left wing back and Davies right wing back, and it threw us off. Davies was really good down that left-hand side, and he switched back after the goal, but there's a lot of work to do. Eustachio, David, disappointing. Yeah, I'd throw Miller in that as well. David's been quiet, but like I said, I'd say it takes one chance, but he did get that chance. He wasn't able to take it. Eustachio hasn't been really up to it. Hutch has been a little sloppy, but Miller, for me, has been really sloppy from the back. I don't think he's made, honestly, a successful pass today, which is a little frustrating from him, coming off a really strong Gold Cup. Centrally seems really weak for Canada. Y'all need to create more. And that's where I think Waterspoon or Osorio will come in. I would personally I would put on Kennedy for Miller because I haven't been impressed with Miller, and see if that shapes some stuff up. And then I would also put on Osorio or Waterspoon for Larea. Get that 3-man midfield and start playing that 3-5-2 again. But I have a feeling we're not going to do anything. CONCACAF is the worst federation. Yeah, the ghost goal of 2018. Canada's been disappointing, and you're not wrong. And guys, I can't stress how important these 3 points are. I would feel a lot less confident. To be honest, I'd feel a lot less confident if we lose this game to Honduras at home. And there's no way around it, man. We cannot. A draw is still not good enough, but you have to at least draw. Larea was fine in my opinion. He was fine, but he's the man who's been, like I said, we've been attacking in a 3-5-2. Larea then goes to central mid with Eustachio and Hutch. And then when we are on the defensive, we go into a 4-4-2. Larea goes back at left back. He's useful there for that reason, but he doesn't create enough going forward. I think you need someone like Osorio, someone like Waterspoon to make a difference in that. And I don't know who else really to take off if you're going to do it. From your description, this is pre-Hurdy football. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Buchanan's been kind of poor. Miller's been kind of poor. Eustachio, Hutch haven't been quite up to it. There's a lot of players who are in big need for a better half. Let's just say that. A lot of us didn't show up today. Davies has been good. Always a threat down that left-hand side. Get Buchanan off, not his day. And I guess you could do that. If you take Buchanan off, you put Larea at right wing back, and you put Waterspoon or Osorio through the middle. Did just gain a subscriber, though. Bhag, I appreciate the sub, my man. And anyone else who has subscribed today, I appreciate it as well. Haven't been able to give everyone a shout out, but to everyone who has, I appreciate the support on the channel. But yeah, I'm so hesitant to want to take off Buchanan because we lose chances when you take him off. Yes, he hasn't had a good half by any stretch, but he's still unpredictable because he can come up big and we're down a goal. How many games will they play in World Cup qualifiers before they go back to club football? 3. Tejan, not on. Yeah, it's tough, guys. You guys agree, man. You guys agree. Miller and Buchanan haven't been up to it. Alfonso Davies, Borjan, and then it could be Hutch. Ian Wright subscribed as well. Much love, my man. Much love. We got some fan submissions as well from any of you guys watching from home. Producer T did a lovely here. When Canada beat Haiti to qualify for the Octagonal, I made a promise that it would be my first game in Toronto to cheer on the boys on. Well, here I am. Very cool, Mark, my man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Hopefully we can turn around. The game. But very cool. Glad you sent that in, Mark. Hope you're enjoying the game. I see a beverage in your hand, so I know you are. But in all honesty, you're probably frustrated because that was a frustrated half. Just use all 5 subs to pick up. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. This team is versatile, but they're overdoing it. It's fair. It's fair. We need 3 points a day, nothing less, and that is what scares me. That is what scares me. MacMD28 just subscribed as well. Big shout out to you, my guy. Let me know, man. Let me know. What's going on, Josh? Sum it up. Another subscriber on the channel as well. You guys are killing it today. Can't even keep up with it. But it's hard. Like, we've dominated possession. It's been one of those typical games where you're against a stubborn opposition who has defended very properly, hit hard on the break. It's a small thing, but in my opinion, this is where Herdman got it wrong. The possession's been good. They've been going down the wings. Davies has led to chances that we could have easily took. And then out of the blue, after finding success for Davies, he swapped with Buchanan. And then because of it, they haven't really led to much. Buchanan kept trying to cut in on his left, or on the left-hand side, cutting in to his right, and was getting the ball taken from him pretty much every time. And then on backtracking, he drew a pen. So a tough half there for Buchanan. And honestly, just being sloppy. I don't want to pick on Kamal Miller, but he's misjudged a couple opportunities to head the ball. He hasn't won much in the air. And he's been really sloppy in terms of his passing, which is something that he was very good at doing in the Gold Cup. And that's cause for concern because he was so important in that back three. And he's been a bit of a liability tonight. And the sharpness of Hutch and Eustachio have been a little tough there as well. So many people are saying Canada would win easily. Both teams have been playing good, JJD TV. They have. And, I mean, I wouldn't say good for Canada. I think Canada's been very sloppy. But my issue is that Honduras came in with a game plan, and they've been nailing it. And now they have the lead and an entire half to try to play defensively. Do you think they need an extra person in the midfield? I do. And like I said, I'm reluctant to want to take out Buchanan because I think he can be a difference maker. But I don't know who else to take out. It's Larea. And if you take out Larea, throw in Osorio and just play a natural 3-5-2 because like I've said a lot of times, guys, when attacking, we play a 3-5-2. While defending, it's a 4-4-2 with Larea going back to left back, Kamal Miller drifting in with Vittoria as the 2 center backs. Just play your 3-5-2. Don't make it, I think we're overcomplicating it a little bit. And if you go into that 3-5-2, Larea then goes to right wing back and you take off Buchanan or you take off Larea. That's what I would personally do. My assumption is that Herdman won't do anything. Honduras will play very back and defensively. They will lose time, and I hope the team creates good plays from it. Do you think Honduras will park the bus? Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. I don't know the Canada coach, but the Canadian coach or sack him. I like Herdman. Herdman's done a really good job. This first half, he tried something new. I was picturing a straight 3-5-2 starting 11. Like I said, he made it overcomplicated. We're defending in a 4-4-2, attacking in transition in a 3-5-2. And yeah, I mean, I've seen a few of you guys comment it. Y'all seem confused. It's exactly what a couple of you guys have said. And yes, that's it. And I think it has to do with this transition that he's doing. Defending in a 4-4-2, attacking a 3-5-2. It puts Larea kind of all over the place, in my opinion. And I think Bean says as well, just go back to a 3-5-2. I think that's what we need to do. I have a feeling we're not going to do it, though. Buchanan missed so many opportunities. It's just not his day, and you are right. Rob says, got to see Jonathan Osorio. He really helps in keeping possessing, pressing, and cutting out counterattacks. And I agree. I would bring on Osorio. I think Wotherspoon can offer something similar, and I think Wotherspoon's impressed me playing for Canada, but I don't think Wotherspoon's ahead of Osorio in the pecking order. I agree. If we're making a sub, that's what we should do. Alistair Johnson him and Davies stood out to me. Davies, because he has created chances down that left-hand side. Larea, I agree, was better than Buchanan. I do have to admit that. But Alistair Johnson was fantastic. Because like I said, Honduras' chances came from the counter. They created a lot. They were simple kind of 1v1s, and Alistair Johnson did good pressing, cutting down, and honestly winning battles. So yeah, shout out to you, Eric. I agree. Alistair Johnson was one of the more positive things we've seen. LOL, Honduras is winning. Yeah, I hope not. I really hope not. Buchanan in Canada, Davies always looks like a man amongst boys in CONCACAF. He was gliding through that left-hand side. We just need to find Laren and David to get in for one of the balls he puts into the box. There's still 45 to go, man. But why do you try something new during a major qualifying match? The kinks should be worked out before that. Cannon arm, it's a fair point. I started predicting 11 would have looked differently. It would have had Osorio instead of Larea, and it would have been a 3-5-2. I don't know why he went like this. I think maybe he thought it would throw them off, being able to defend in a different formation than you're attacking. But again, this thing is far from over, guys. Honduras had like 7 guys back of our attack. They did. What is more frustrating? This is the Freiburg game. This is pretty frustrating, man. This is pretty frustrating. Both were, though. Davies can't do everything. He can't. Someone is going to have to get in for one of his crosses. It's going to be Laren. It's going to be David. They got to get a little bit more involved. If we keep this formation, Herdman will have a lot of questions to answer. You're spot on. And like I said, it's weird because he's technically playing 2 formations, but I don't like the switch. Like you said, the word confusing has come a lot on the chat today. Okay, as a US fan or American, I kind of want Greg gone, but still going to back him no matter what. I trust him. Yeah, I feel like that was a big tendency. I mean, he got you guys 2 pretty big titles, and if he brings you to a World Cup, I think his stint here with the U.S. men's national team was pretty successful. Is anyone good at long shots if Honduras parked the bus? Eustaquio is our set piece specialist. You've seen him hit a free kick goal. I'm assuming he can hit one from distance. Buchanan can hit from distance, and I think that's maybe what they were thinking. My only rational thinking of why Herdman switched Davies and Buchanan was because they were parking the bus and they wanted Buchanan to cut in on his right, Davies on the left, but they found no success whatsoever doing that. And after the goal, they've went right back to the right side. I think K on for Larea. It would be good to go back to a standard 3-5-2. I think, yeah, I mean, K can create stuff too. I think Osorio is just a little bit more attacking. I always feel like Osorio can never make that right pass in the final third. I mean, he has been criticized for that. I still think he's just a little bit more creative than K would be, but those are both okay options. I would like to see Waterspoon come on. I don't know why. I really like seeing him. I really did. He's done some good stuff for Canada when he has come on. Hasn't been used enough. But we're seeing the Honduran players come back on the pitch. You look like Justin Bieber. That is a compliment I will take. But I don't know how true it is. But I will absolutely take it. I see Junior Hoylett, guys. So there is some movement from the bench. I bet you it's Hoylett for Buchanan. Unless I missed him. Do you see Buchanan come on? That's tough, man. Buchanan playing 45 minutes and then getting yanked off after playing kind of poorly and then giving up a pen. But I don't see him. It looks like the substitution will be Buchanan for Hoylett. That's tough. The Biebs is Canadian, right? He is. But I will take that compliment. And it is that. All right, so it still could be, maybe it's more going to be of a 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-3. Because Larea is then going to go to right wing back. Davies left wing back, and then you can play Hoylett as your cam with David and Laren in front of you in a 3-4-1-2, or you could put Laren on a wing, Hoylett on a wing, David through the middle. Very interesting. I still would have preferred, bro. You do look like Justin Bieber. You guys are complimenting me. I'm going to take the compliments. But second half is kicked off, guys. Is Canada qualified for the World Cup, or how does it work? They are not. This is their qualifications right now. They play 14 games. Top three will go and be qualified automatically. The fourth team will go into the Interconfederational, taking on a team from a different confederation. We got a corner coming up from Alphonso Davies. Corners have not been good today. Davies and Buchanan needs to be closer to each other to create chances. They could. The only way to do that, though, would play them both in like a 4-3-3. That's a good ball over to David. Really good attacking, man. You look like a kid I went to school with. I doubt it was me. But sounds like a good-looking guy. But we do have another corner kick coming up. It is Davies to take. You may remember me from the women's. Oh, good header for Miller. Yo, remember me? Yo, man, remember you from the Women's World Cup final. Kane, how you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Probably frustrated, like every other Canadian watching this. We do got a nice prediction coming in for 3-1. I'm just a little nervous. Where are you watching the game? I'm watching on a One Soccer, my man. One Soccer. But it is on Sportsnet, for anyone who has Sportsnet. Is Davies playing? He is. He's playing pretty well, creating chances from that left-hand side, as only an Alphonso Davies could do. But this is such an important game. And I don't know, man. I just can't see us losing it. We have to win. It is so important. So it's a good tackle there by Vittoria, and he's very, very strategic to grab the ball and take it with him, to not give them a chance to actually take it. Take a quick throw there. See you after the game. See you after the game, my friend. That's poor. Atalanta is one of the best academies in the world, too, which helps Italy a lot. You'll be surprised of how many of them come. If Canada does not win, I don't think there will be hope against the U.S. This is a must-win game. It's weird to say. It's the first game, but it's a must-win game. They can't drop, specifically to Honduras. They cannot drop these points. I would be a little annoyed even with a draw. A loss is just unacceptable. But that's nicely done from the wing play there from... I'm not sure what Larea and Davies are both doing on the same side. I'm not sure what shape that we're playing in. Maybe it's a 4-4-2. Davies at left back, but that just wouldn't make sense. Or Larea maybe at left back. Nice pass over to Hutch. Slides it on over to Kamal Miller. Yeah, Davies looks like he's playing... Oh, nicely done by Afonso. And leads to a corner. He's just so dangerous down that side, man. So dangerous. But there's a corner coming up for Canada. Finds Junior Hoylett. Does nice to find Alfonso. Junior can hit him from distance as well. Good call, Josh. What a hit from distance. Atiba Lauren. Kyle Laren. We got a Besiktas fan tuning in. Hi, I'm Honduran. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Canada needs 6 points this window at home, and a result in Nashville won't matter. I agree. I agree. Where are they playing? They're playing at BMO in Toronto. So they are the home team. And yeah, that's why it's so important. We all knew Honduras was going to be the dark horses in this octagonal, because there's a just good chance that they could upset. And that's exactly what's happening right now. But Canada, there's still a good chunk to be played. All right, let's see what we can do here. You stack it as well to find Davies. This is where we want him. Running with distance. Come on, Alphonso, take a hit. Oh, take a hit, man. He does so well, and he's being released a little bit more. He's being released a little bit more now, and that's exactly what you want. There's a really good block, actually, from the Honduran defender there, but what team do I just support? I support Dortmund, which is weird because of, Davies, but I've been a Dortmund fan longer than I've known Alfonso, so unfortunately when Dortmund go up against Bayern, I'm all Dortmund. Isn't it obvious who I support? I got a little TFC up there. That's also my local team. TFC is my local team. Hello guys, I'm new here, El Professor. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm not sure how many likes we are at, though, but you guys have been killing it all game long. So if you are just tuning in, guys, drop a like, drop a sub, and to anyone who has subscribed who I didn't give a shout out to, just know I appreciate you joining the community. And hopefully we can do some damage here. But that's a good ball to find David. To Laren. A lot of defending is going to happen here for Honduras. Larea's got it. Look at Richie go. Nice ball to Hutch. But where are you watching from? If you guys are new to the channel, let me know where you're tuning in from today. Let me know the US starting 11. Where are you from? Goat FC. Looks like he might be from Sweden. I'm from Canada. Big old Canadian here. Cheering on the Canadian men's national team. And it looks like we're in some trouble. Brady's watching from Niagara Falls. Jason's watching from Cambridge. Jason, fun fact, producer T and I went to Conestoga College. So there you go. Small world. I have faith. We have 162 likes. We're crushing it. You guys are crushing it. Kamal Miller's got it, though. And again, a poor pass from Kamal Miller, man. Yeah, he has had such a poor game, but Eustachio did really well there. Finds Larea, looking for Davies, who's going to have to pretty much take the team on his shoulders today. And what a turn. Is that a foul? Oh, he says no. Get up. Ahaha. Greetings from Houston, Texas, Mississauga. Cambridge, UK is nice too, by the way. I heard it was as well. Eustachio. Oh, they're going to have to get creative. Look at the bodies behind the ball. You got my sub, my friend. You're for Canada, but I'm Honduran. I appreciate the sub, my guy. It means a lot. Glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome to the community. That's a beautiful turn from Richie Larea. We just can't seem to get that final ball. We've had so much success down this left-hand side, whether it's apparently Larea now or Davies. I don't know. I'm assuming now, and I said it the last time Davies went down, just take a hit. Just do something, because we keep trying to cross it for that tap-in, which is fine, but we haven't been able to take the chance. But I like what we're seeing here. Ball coming in from Davies. Very easily done with, again, from Honduras. Finds Hoylett. Who big shout out to Hoylett. He found a team with Reading. Gio, Weston, Adams in the midfield. Des, Tim Reen starting with Robinson, Yedelin in the back. Canada have momentum. Yes, they do. And Davies is going to have to pick it up on his own, man. He's been successful every single time he's had the ball. Hutch, nice turn to Richie Larea. There's too many bodies in the middle. Watching from Austria. Very interesting. My gentleman watching from Austria, are you Canadian? You just living in Austria? What's taking you there? Greetings from Saskatchewan. I like it. Canada's picking up momentum here now, guys. Nice ball to Larea. Get there, Kyle. Oh, he does so well, Kyle Laren. Oh, he gave it. Can you name a player who you think is overrated? Saka? So harsh. I like the young kid. Sorry, any Arsenal fans. I don't know. Maybe half of Arsenal. All of Arsenal, if you want. How is Canada losing to Honduras? A little bit of poor management, in my opinion, in the first half. But they've been dominating the second half. They haven't took their chances. They need to take something here. And honestly, they've been ripping up that left-hand side. Is that Miller again who just did that ball? I looked down, but Kamal Miller's had a really poor game. Hoylett seems like the team is playing the Hoops. Arsenal is trash. I didn't mean to start the Arsenal hate. I don't know. Arsenal is something else. But I don't know. We need to create something, which we've been doing, but it's hard to literally say we create stuff when we just keep going down the left-hand side, trying to drill balls across. Oh, what can we do here? Kamal Miller. Do you pay attention to American football? I do not, unfortunately. My favorite team, though, just from my girlfriend, because her family's into it, is the Vikings. But I haven't watched an American football game in years. But yeah, let's see what we can do. I think it's about time we just start taking hits. Benjamin Pavard, that's an excellent shout. Benjamin Pavard has been really poor since that World Cup. No, why is Canada losing? They haven't took their chances. They simply have not taken their chances. It's a good ball there from... Oh, that was clever there from Junior Hoylett. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's do something. But yes, there was a penalty. Nice ball over to Junior Hoylett. Another corner kick. I don't know how many corner kicks we have. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat, man. Snoopy's in the bathroom again. We have that type of relationship. Hit the Z's on American football. I don't know. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the start of the second half, though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I am liking what I'm seeing. Let's drop a like. Let's get the chat fired back up. This thing is not over. Nicely done. Victoria. Come on, call a penalty. Call a penalty. Ref. Ah, man. Victoria didn't like that. No VAR is not going to help. 11 corners. Who's your favorite player? Marco Reus. Marco Reus has been my favorite player since he pretty much moved to Dortmund. Do you get bored of Bayern always winning? A little bit. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Let's see this replay. Was it a handball? Header from Victoria. Oh, yeah. I mean, from that angle... Corners are 11-2. Yeah, that's a clear... I don't know. I mean, the penalty rules are so... almost BS, because everything's different. But yes, it smacked him right in the arm. Very close range. I think that's a pen. If you're going to call the other one... Actually, the other one was a clear pen. But you guys get my point. We have a beautiful friendship. We do. Honduras is really benefiting from VAR. They are. I mean, to me, that looks like a pen, but the refs got one call to do it. Didn't have the cojones to do that. Thumbs up, guy. Let's support. Another set piece coming up here for Honduras. Pen. I'm thinking so as well. I can hear the headlines now. Canada robbed again. We can't afford those headlines. I mean, worst comes to worst, draw. But I mean, it cannot be a loss. Brady says, "Get those likes up." We hit 200 yet? You guys have been crushing it all game long, and I appreciate all the support you guys have shown. Not in the most energetic move with the result as is, because it changes the complexion, and I know it's weird to say, but it's true. It changes the complexion if we lose to Honduras at home in the opening game. Drake album out at midnight. There you go for the Canadians out there. Come on, Canada. Let's get something here. We've died down in our possession. We need to... There we go. David's got it. Good challenge. Try to find Alfonso. I mean, it sounds obvious, but at this point, and there's a switch you want to see. Alistair Johnson to Kamal Miller, who has struggled with his passing tonight, but finds a nice, easy one. Why isn't there any VAR? I have no idea why there's no VAR. I have no idea. They decided against it. Obviously, poor decision. Kyle Aaron. Hutch. Oh! I think it will stay 1-0. I desperately hope not, guys. Come on. Put in some predictions if you think Canada's going to score. Who do you think is going to finally crack it? That was a good little hit there. A good little hit there from Hutch. It could have went anywhere, but it's out for a corner. Got a big donation, though, on the channel, which I will read very soon. Because we do have a corner kick coming up from Junior Hoylett. But I appreciate the super chat, my man. It's a deep one from Hoylett. Oh, but a big donation from Rob. I appreciate that. U.S. men's national team fan first, but I'm not giving 11 Yanks or Tactical Manager any super chats. Join the positivity in the JJD TV community. Well, Rob, I really appreciate the donation, my man. Means a lot. Helps the channel out. And I'm, as a US fan, I mean, I'm glad that you're enjoying the live stream. You try to keep a positive perspective. Ooh, I'm not sure what Hoylett did there, but no, that was Victoria. Almost looked like look at him. Look at Victoria. Yeah, that's a fair yellow. That's a fair yellow. But yeah, big donation from Rob, and I appreciate it. Trying to keep the positivity up, but it's just not. I don't know. You'll see me get a little more stiff as this thing goes on. But Victoria did just pick up a yellow, which was not a bright yellow to pick up, in my opinion. It was very uncalled for. It just allows the Honduran players to take a little more time out of their day.
Tactical manager any super chats. Enjoying the positivity in
What's
the
the best
JJD TV community.
Team Canada has beaten? Recently, it was the US. I mean, it's hard to look back. I don't know how. I know we beat Colombia in the finals of that Gold Cup, which was a pretty good Colombian team. Nice ball driven across. Alistair Johnson cannot. Attaboy. Very rude from Victoria. Living into that rude Canadian perspective. But there's still a lot of time to go. There's definitely going to be over 30 minutes to still play. Can't be doing balls like that. BMO has a TFC curse affecting us. Well, only the part speaks French. Yes. Simon dives into our French in Canada. I appreciate the input, my man. I like that we have some players that played who are in the part Portuguese. Or play in the Portuguese league and a Canadian Portuguese. Yep. Eustachio's one. Victoria's one. Ferreira has been on there from time to time. You got to admit, Honduras is really pulling through with its plan. You're spot on. You're absolutely spot on. They played really, really well today. I'm just hoping we'll see how far we can bend them before they break. But we got Davies on the ball. Look at the run. Fonzie got to be a little bit better. Because when you lose it there, you have cause for concern with the counter. Alistair Johnson's tracking back. Shot to Borjan. Collects it very nice and easily. Lots of time. We'll get this one. Yes, we will, John. Since Qatar automatically qualified for the World Cup, how far do you think they can make it considering their performance in the Gold Cup? Here comes Davies. Nice little ball. David! Yes! Yes! Okay. Who's taking it, guys? Let me know. I'm putting my phone down because I don't want to get everything given away. Let me know who's taking this. But yes. Who's it going to be, man? David, Davies, or Laren? I'm going to go with Davies. T, who are you saying?
Who took the last one?
Well, Laren technically did in the Gold Cup, but Davies and David weren't in it. But yeah, that's a penalty. Figueroa, their skipper, on Jonathan David. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on. This is so needed. Herdman loves it. So that's a grit. That's a grit for your teeth. Well, it's got to be Davies, surely. But I mean, honestly, I'd be... Is it Davies? Has he got it? There's no VAR, so you can't overturn this. So there you are. They let one go earlier. Come on, guys. Drop a like. Give some luck to the boys. It is Davies over it. He wants the pressure. And he's had a really good game. No one has been on any of his final balls. Oh, it's not. It's Kyle. Kyle Laren. He took our last penalty, and he scored it. He takes penalties. There we go, boys. There we go. We're back in it. We're back in it. Kyle Laren, baby. Drop a W in the chat. W for Kyle Laren. That's an important one. And look at the crowd. Kyle Laren, you're a wall, my man. You're a wall. We see some L's, but that's okay. That's okay. The Honduran fans. Let's go. Right down the middle. There's a W. Good goal from Freedom FC. Brady with the eagle. I like it. I like it. Joins as a member. Comes in with a dub. All right, guys. I mean, honestly, I feel better with the goal. I want to win. I want to win. 3 points. We came out saying we wanted to win, man. We came out wanting to win. I assume a draw wouldn't both teams happy. No. I mean, it shouldn't make Canada happy. Nothing but 3 points should make Canada happy. We need this. If we were looking to go for third place, we need 3 points. It's as simple as that. A point for Honduras, I think they'd be happy with. But look at this penalty once again. The composure right down the middle. I like it. Let's start this effing comeback. Hoylett was real good. Was a real good sub. I agree. It was just a switch up, and it's a coaching decision, which I think Herdman's growing into, and it's in my opinion, it's what makes good coaches versus average coaches. It's not waiting to react; it's reacting before you need to. And some coaches are skeptical making those subs at halftime, and Herdman isn't, and that's what I like to see. It is game on, and right now it's ours to take because we were talking it up. We were talking it up. That's a poor ball there, though, by Hoylett. But who was there? Alistair Johnson like a wall. He's had a really good game as well. Alistair Johnson had a really good game as well. That was a good place. Do you think France will break the World Cup curse? I'd like to think they should be able to get out of the group stage with the squad that they have. But that was a really good tackle by Alistair Johnson, who's had a really, really strong game today. Alistair Johnson and Davies, for me, have been the standouts. Let me know what you guys think. We did get a cool goal celebration that was shared with us, which I don't know if should we show it. He sent it. Footy Culture sent it to us on Twitter. We're not gonna get like no video. Okay. It's so maybe for the 5 takeaways. I don't know. It's a first goal score there, so that's pretty cool. Do you think Canada will score again? I hope so. I have a feeling, man. We're 68 minutes. There's still a good chunk of game time. And they're going for blood. They know the 3 points, it matters, especially against Honduras. I'm assuming they're going to go for all 3. But yeah, we'll have to see. Eustachio's been good. Johnson's been great. I agree. Davies with a nice little ball. Reyes had a pretty solid game as well. But we got to be careful here. These long balls could... Oh, Borjan. Sweeper keeper. But we did just gain a subscriber. It was Steven, my man. I appreciate the sub. Welcome to the community. A lot of new faces in today's stream. And I appreciate all the love and support. Trinidad and Tobago aren't in the Ocho. No, they're not. No, they're not. Who else? Let's hear from you guys. Who else on the bench would you guys like to see get injected in this team? Because it's hard to see who you want to see come off. Because you don't want to see David, Laren, Davies come off. In the midfield, you got Hutch and Eustachio. I don't know how much you want to ideally bring one of them off. Maybe you could bring off a defender. Maybe Larea. Maybe Miller, play back 4. It'd be tricky. I'm trying to... I don't know. Let me know what substitutions you guys would do. Because there's a lot of players you just don't want to take off. K for Hutch, yeah. Giving Hutch some rest should be important, so that's not a bad shout. Maybe even Samuel Piette. I know it's a little bit more defensive. But yeah, that's not a bad one. K for Hutch is a pretty good shout, actually. Got some tension coming in. I think Honduras will just play for the tie. I'd assume so. A tie for Honduras away should be pretty good. Oh my god. Pathetic. I don't know what the guy thinks he's gonna get. That was poor. Literally walks into Miller. Miller gives him like the smallest of push, and then CONCACAF does what CONCACAF does. That's okay. What do I think of Ansu Fati? Getting the number 10 is, you can't retire numbers in La Liga, so someone has to take it. He's an academy graduate, promising player. I think it's fair. I would rather see Depay take it, to be honest, because he's just shown that he deserves it. Oh, Davies. That's a foul. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Welcome to CONCACAF, Canada. It is. But man, 3 points. It's time. We're going for it. I know we are. We're home. We have the momentum. We have the ability to get the possession in. It's just you got to be careful on the counter. But notice how Honduras now has 11 men behind the ball. So the counters for them becomes a little less of a threat. A long ball for Vitoria. Beautiful ball in the end, actually, to find Alphonso Davies. Looking for Eustachio. He's going to put one in. Go deep. Oh. So how is Costa Rica at the moment? I remember their great performance in 2014. They're probably the biggest decline, actually, from terms of CONCACAF, because Laren got a little bit of that too. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, in terms of the big boys competing in the Ocho right now, Costa Rica is the one that has fallen the most, just because their golden generation is kind of aged out. El Salvador looked promising. Panama's shown that they can always compete, and then the other ones are honestly pretty much on the rise. In Mexico, you can debate whether they're going to be all the way there. I mean, they've been playing without Raul Jimenez. Chucky Lozano hasn't been there, so it's hard to see what they would look like at full strength. Because Raul Jimenez is massive. It's like us missing Davies. Nicely done. And there's the speed you want from Alphonso Davies. Can he get there? Look for Jonathan David. Oh, Davies, you're gross. He ran a room. Fonzie's putting on a clinic. Needs a little support. I really like seeing the support that Eustachio shows to Davies. Because Davies can find, that would have been a good ball. He can find a lot of room to get free. But when stuff doesn't work, it's nice having Eustachio drop in. He can create some chances as well. But there is some holes on the counter, which can get a little nerve-wracking. What's your prediction? My prediction was before the game 3-1. I don't know if I want to put in predictions. I don't want to jinx anything. A little superstitious, but I think it's at this point, knock on wood. Oh, Honduras. Woo. I almost said something that would have made me look like an idiot. I don't know if that was offside or not. That was a gorgeous cross. I believe he took with the outside of his foot. No, he didn't. But it was a really good header. I don't know if Borjan got a bit of it. That could easily came off his back. A really good chance there from Honduras that would have just broke our hearts after all the good things that we just did, man. Do you think Bayern will score another 8 against Barcelona? No, not an 8. That was a save, I think. But man, he's so lucky, Borjan, that didn't come off his back. Oh man, that could have easily went in. We got lucky. We got lucky, and if you can notice it, we're putting a lot of bodies forward, man. We've been putting a lot of bodies forward, and it's hard to see us not being able to defend because there's holes. And we watched, for example, Hutch was going forward with Eustachio. We turned over the ball, and there was not a lot of support in defending. And Honduras, like they've been doing all game long, will hit on the break. They will, and they can be successful. And right there could have just sunk us. I do sound a little nervous, man. That caught me off guard. We've been dominating possession. We've been really working way back in the game, and then Honduras came out of left field and just almost put one in. Almost put one in. Got lucky with a really good save / post / not hitting Borjan's back to go in. Is it a Viking clap going on right now? It is. A little Viking clap going on. How you feeling, mate? Nervous. I'm a precious baby. That's good. It's nice. As a United fan, you still need a defensive midfielder. Yeah. Viking clap was something I wasn't expecting, though. There's another watch along for Tactical Manager. There is. I won't be doing the US game. But we got 15 to go, and we need one more. Nice ball, Richie Larea. Looking for Davies. Ah, is that a foul? It is. I think Juve's done after losing Ronaldo. What are your thoughts? I mean, they're not gonna. I don't think Juve's gonna win the league. I honestly think Inter have a solid chance at reclaiming it. I know that they lost a lot, but they still replaced decently with Dzeko and Correa, Dumfries, who I really rate. They got a decent manager as well. I know it's a different looking team, but they look strong. But yeah, I don't think Juve is going to compete for the title, or definitely not the Champions League. But here comes Hoylett. Good ball. Looking for Kyle Larin. Oh, really well defended there from Figueroa. Johnston. Oh, good hand to it. Good hand to it. Surely Canada can win. They're gonna be pushing pressure now. They're gonna be putting pressure on. Nice ball. Davies, Eustachio. Finds Hutch. They just gotta be very careful. Because the counters do come very quickly from this Honduran side. But look at Davies, man. Things just are a little too easy for him. Finds Larea. David. Oh, man. Are you guys watching? Which save are you guys talking about? Am I missing something? Or are you guys watching the other game? Is there another game going on right now? Panama, Costa Rica. It'll stay 1-1. Come on, David. Yeah, that was poor. Can you compare David to Trent Alexander-Arnold? Different styles. One's a little bit more, I don't know. They're different styles. Both very, very attacking fullbacks. Both good at delivery. Obviously, you lack a big pace for Davies, but yeah, I mean, you've done okay. Locatelli's a good pickup, but I mean, you already saw cracks to them, especially in that first loss where Inter have the same system. They brought in a manager which was smart that played the exact same system Conte played. It's gonna be tough for teams going up against Inter. I still think they're gonna be a solid team, and they added Calhanoglu, Dzeko, Correa. They recruited well considering that they made a crap load of money on their best players. We got 12 to go here, and we've seen not a lot of movement from the bench, man. And I don't know if they are going to go to the bench. Eustachio's had a lot of the ball, so's Davies. But you got to be careful. I mean, I love watching Davies try stuff, don't get me wrong, because he's very successful at it. Comes Richie. Foul, come on. Asking for a card. Inter added Dumfries, Dzeko. Yeah, and Inter still is gonna be okay, man. I think they're gonna challenge for the league. Juve will too. Allegri coming back. I mean, he's 2 years off. I don't know if it's the same one. Davies stay playing good. Davies has been very good today. It sucks that final ball just hasn't been there. Anyone going down. Canada's found a lot of success going down the wings today. They really have. Just unfortunately for them, they just haven't found that final ball. Sometimes I think they should have went for a hit, and they went for a cross. But they got a free kick coming up here. More than likely, it's going to be Eustachio taking it. Don't sleep on AC Milan. It's a deep, deep ball to Vittoria. Oh, David. Oh, I mean, Eustachio's really good at putting that deep ball in there. Junior Hoylett, poor ball. Oh, man. But yeah, watch Canada do those set pieces. They do it all the time. Eustachio, really deep ball. Vittoria getting ahead to it. That was almost right from the training ground. But a good block on David. But Davies is starting to come back a little bit more. Richie. I don't know. I'm surprised. I mean, Herdman hasn't gone to the bench at all, really. I mean, that one sub. And that's poor from Eustachio. Good ball coming in, but Alistair Johnson's there to clean up. And he draws the foul. Alistair Johnson has had quite a night on him, man. Might witness a heart attack live on JJD TV. I've really liked watching Alistair Johnson today. Really, really did, man. I think anyone playing in a back three system should look like a European team somewhere. Should take a look at Alistair Johnston. Davies with a good ball. Finds Kyle Larin. Oh, little gross from the double. Finds Jonathan David. David does well. Roma to win the league. Roma would be an interesting one. Hi, Joshua. I appreciate it. If you guys are still tuning in and you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like. Be sure to drop a sub and say hello in the chat. We're going. We got 8 minutes to go before additional time, and we got a corner coming up. And I might have a heart attack because we need 3 points. But it is Junior Hoylett to take. Our corner, we had to have it like 15 corners today. It was a beautiful flick on. And a foul given. Oh, man. Offensive fullbacks off in the octagonal. Oh, man. Arthur's not anything special, to be honest. Johnson's rise to the national team reminds me of Vardy. It's fair. Vardy obviously was a little older, but yeah, Alistair Johnson he's a fullback. He's a right back, and he's a similar body shape to Azpilicueta, and he's similar in the fact that Azpilicueta was a right back and went into a back three as an outside right center back. So very similar in terms of style, in my opinion, to Azpilicueta if I was going to compare. And he's been a big fit for this Canadian team. But we're definitely going for it, man. Honduras is taking their time. They'd be happy with the draw. But we need 3 points. And I think we are going to push. Figueroa from half. Absolutely hammers it. 25 is not that old. It's not, but I think his potential is pretty much capped out. I think Archer is going to be pretty much as good as he is. Where is he? Vaughan? Yeah, he is. Alistair Johnson, I believe, grew up in Vaughan. Now obviously playing for Nashville. Is that a foul given? Oh, why did that guy think he was gonna score from there? Figueroa just went for a weapon of a hit. That was Junior Hoylett though, getting a foul. Kennedy's coming on. Probably, I'm assuming for Kamal Miller. That's the only sub that to me would make sense. I say Kennedy starts over Miller next game. Or, in my opinion, probably the next 2 games. That's my opinion. I don't know. I wasn't really impressed with Miller today. Speaking of Miller, though, good clearance. And a foul given. But I think it's Kamal Miller, maybe. I'm not sure who'll be coming on for Kennedy. And it is. Yeah, Kamal Miller. I don't know. What do you guys think? Give a rating out of 10, guys, to Kamal Miller today. 1 to 10, how do you think Kamal Miller's performance was? I mean, he wasn't obviously terrible, but like I said, very sloppy with his passing. I don't think he won much in the air. I don't know. Considering it could be him or Kennedy, I might go with Kennedy for the next couple games. I'd probably give Miller like a 4 or 5. Got a couple 4s, 5.5, a solid 5, a 3, 5. So yeah, looks like the average from you guys is right around the 4 to 5 mark. And Scott Kennedy's performances this season already have been spectacular. He's been getting good minutes. Scored 2 goals already, believe it or not. Playing in a back 4. Hutch, oh, beautiful ball, but Just a little tip on it. A 2 for Miller. A little harsh, but no foul there from Eustachio. Driving. Oh. What's your favorite goal ever? My favorite goal ever was Marco Reus scored against Bayern in the 2018-19 season when he hit that half volley. I know, end of the day, it sucked and we didn't win the league, but it was still a very cool moment at the time. But Mexico 3, Jamaica 0. Well, I'm probably gonna watch that game over the U.S. game. To be honest, I'm very curious to see what Mexico and Jamaica will look like. But we got 4 minutes to go here, guys. 4 minutes for Canada to wrap this thing up. I remember when the whole Juve team was now, they're 30 years old, their attackers. Ramsey's an old player in their midfield. Yeah, gave 6.5, got a nice rating. Substitution coming up here for Honduras. Garcia's coming on. 4-0 Mexico. Mexico game hasn't actually started, right? Those are just predictions. Okay, yeah. I thought it started at 10.
Yeah.
But Garcia's coming on late in the game. How do I watch the game? I have One Soccer, so that's how I watch them. They have all the qualifier games. 3 minutes to play in the 90 plus whatever additional time is added up. Costa Rica is up 1-0. I thank you for the heads up. Hopefully Canada can nick something here towards the end. Oh, it's a poor ball from Davies. Got to be careful. Scott Kennedy does so well, though. And gives it over to Eustachio. Oh, Junior Hoylett. Scott Kennedy, look at him coming up. Oreja! Oh, he skied it. Richie. Oh, man. It was good, really good play. Got up in the air very nicely. It fell, but just a fullback's finish is what that was. A nice little ball, though, from Davies. Oh. Random question. What's your favorite song? Shout. The Easy Brothers. I know. I'm weird. It fires me up. Or a couple Buck Cherry songs. Maybe Lit Up. I don't know. Or some Tragically Hip. I'm as Canadian as you'll find. Tragically Hip is my favorite band. Honduras is taking their sweet time. In the 89th minute now. How many teams qualify? 3 teams automatic qualify from CONCACAF to the World Cup. And the 4th team will go into the interconfederational playoffs. So 3rd is vital. And picking up 3 points in matches like this. Oh, that's a foul. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. Is Trinidad and Tobago playing? No, they're not. Trinidad and Tobago did not qualify for the Octagonal. They qualified for the last one, and they beat States in the last game to knock out the States from World Cup qualifiers. So Trinidad and Tobago isn't looked at too fondly right now by the U.S. fans, but they didn't make it this time, this far around. But we're in the 90th now, guys. Oh, Jonathan David, that's poor. And he gave the foul. It's a good call. Probably might pick up a yellow. 4 additional minutes. 4 additional minutes in this one, guys. And I've set the phone down because I don't want anything to get ruined in these last 4. Just in case someone's just ahead. But we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. And I don't know, man. A 1-1... I mean, a loss is catastrophic. That's the word. A tie isn't great. But, I mean, a win was needed. So that makes that El Salvador game even more important. It really does. Eustachio getting in the face of the Honduran coach. You gotta be careful. I mean, there's no VAR. He's taking full advantage of it. All right, it's Figueroa over the ball, so we know this one's going to be a hit. Now, I don't want to take too many shots on him in case he bangs this one home, but looking at that run up, it looks like he's going to take a shot. Interesting, considering Figueroa is a center back, but I know he can hit him from distance. And he did go right at Borjan. Solid hit. Kennedy just taking the man out. That's CONCACAF. I like it. Good ball from Borjan. Don't give the foul. Nicely done from Alistair Johnston. Don't give the foul. Hoylett's not impressed. This is... I like the ref. I mean, I like the ref. He's saying, get up, get up. And he got him up pretty quickly, so touche. Something that in CONCACAF we just don't like. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think about this result if it stays 1-1. It would only be okay if we could pick up a win against El Salvador. But it's okay as though... Oh, Stachio, we gotta be better there. Scott Kennedy, nicely done from Scott Kennedy. Not only to get the ball, but to find a pass to Davies where he's got to be careful. He draws a foul, who does really well. Martinez walks around Kennedy. Getting a little heated. Getting a little heated towards the end of this this match. Minute 30 to go. Might be some added on. A little extra just because of, you know, the Honduran shenanigans. And put out. It's nicely done there. Put up for a throw. One final chance can come in here from Canada. Eustachio with a poor touch. Finds Victoria. To Eustachio, who's had a lot of the ball this second half. Good ball over to Hutch. Into the final minute of play. Taking a look for Jonathan David. Is that onside? Richie, one final ball. Oh! Sort of had a scissor kick in the back of the net. We got a corner coming up. 45 seconds to go. It was a decent ball from Larea. Really good clearance, man. That thing could have went anywhere. Really, really good clearance. Laren hates it. Come on, boys. Come on. You've had like 45 corners today. Make something count here. John, that's another poor one. Not enough bodies there, but let's see if Hutch can get a... You can. Put a ball in, Davies. Oh, that's poor from Fonzie. And this is where we gotta be careful on the counter. Oh, man. Kennedy, take him out. Very well done. And that's why Kennedy needs to start. Very good tackler, man. Very good tackler of the ball. He's been on the pitch for not even 10 minutes. And he's had 2 really good tackles, and that's the game. 1-1. Sort of disappointing, man. Sort of disappointing. Corner 300, literally. That is a W for Honduras tonight, man. Huge play from Kennedy. It was. That's a pathetic thing. Oh, talking about the German game. Solid second half, at least. It was. I mean, a point is better than nothing. I'm not going to pretend that it's the worst thing that could ever possibly happen. But in games like this, man, at home, you needed a win. Hopefully we can get a win against El Salvador and then maybe pull something out of our butts against the States. But yeah, Kelly, boo is the feeling. We were expected to get 3, especially looking at that Honduras starting 11. Hope it gets good TV ratings on Sportsnet. Apparently, guys. Apparently, but it is disappointing for how much hype was behind the Canadian side. And looking at Honduras' starting 11 should have gave us more hype. Canada blew the game with such attacking weapons. They didn't do anything. Bitter pill to swallow. And I think that's how you want to wrap it up. And I absolutely agree. It was a good game. It was a disappointing result. At least we got a point. Not the worst possible thing, but makes things a lot stronger and more challenging on us. But we're going to wrap it up for there today, guys. So on your way out, we're at 185. I don't know if you can get to 200, guys, but if you haven't dropped a like yet, be sure to drop a like on your way out. Drop a sub as well. Thank you guys, everyone, for all the donations, all the new members we got. Really fun watch along. A lot of support for this Canadian men's national team. Hopefully we can bounce back against the States, if not El Salvador. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Cheers, friends, and we'll talk to you soon.